start in the village of Volstedt, or Volstedt, as the people from Volstedt call it.
Volstedt?
Well, no, it's Volstedt, but they call it Wolstead. It's kind of like, you know, when there's all these fancy names in Britain, and the people from that particular place just butcher the name of it every time. It's kind of like that. Which is in the pretty much dead centre of the Isle of Vokruth. And we join... right, introduce your characters, for I'm not particularly versed on whomst is whomst.
Okay, do you want to go first, Cara?
I'm still trying to spell Vokruth.
Yeah.
Right.
V-O-R-K-R-U-T-H. Vokruth.
V-O-R-U-Q. What?
Nah, that's fine.
V-O-R, right, Vol, one word. Second word, K-R-U.
We're somewhere
TH,
in the
Vokruth,
world.
yeah.
Somewhere in the world, far away. Right, okay, fine.
They're like halfway up this island that I drew. Go for it.
Okay, you can see
So,
my head in
who are
this
you?
thing. So, I am a human male druid who stands at about 5'8", slight build, long black dreaded hair that he's like tied. He's got like olivey skin and green eyes, but he just looks like a drip. It's the only way I can describe him. It's the only way I can
Bit of a
describe
plan.
it. Like, he is literally just like you know when you're out and you see the stoners in the street?
Yeah.
That's exactly what he's like. So he's just like,
Nice.
he's just
Okay.
really chilled out and kind of like doing like improv.
The wild man.
Yeah, like doing like improv dance. He's doing like little movements.
Should this
So-
whole session just be you describing the characters' like adventures and behaviours?
He's just kind of, just a bit of a hippie. It's probably the best way to put it. Just really chilled out and a massive stoner.
Nice. I grow my own herbs, man. I get a bear to harvest it for me.
But his name is Reed Woodfollow.
Reed, cool. Okay, and Jess, if you'd like to introduce your character while I figure out what we're going to be fighting.
Okay.
Not fighting.
So,
Sorry, I don't know if the. Do you think the mics are too loud? Look. Are
Maybe.
they all right? It's clipping in it.
Is it when I'm... No, it
Is that all right?
should be fine.
Okay. Sorry, go
Just
on.
don't screech.
Can't
No
promise
promises.
anything.
so my character is called Freya.
Okay.
She's a high elf ranger. She stands at about 5'8", 5'9".
Mhm.
She has ashen braided hair with yellow olive skin. Yellow olivey skin. So we kind of look similar.
We look
in that
similar,
respect, yeah, I don't know much about her
Okay.
because I made her up like 10 minutes ago.
It's fine.
So
That's
I'm-
kind of the theme of today's session.
Yeah. So like I'm gonna kind of get to know her as I go along.
Cool. It was all about the friends we made along the way.
Yeah.
Turns out it was all a dream,
In fact,
and Reed was just high.
Yeah, he's just sitting in a field on a toadstool with his legs crossed, just with a huge pipe, just going, man, I wish I knew this woman.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I know what we're going to be fighting. I just don't have a reason as to why we're fighting them yet.
Probably
So-
still sat on their toadstool.
Yeah. So you start in Volstedt,
So
where
probably weed.
Yeah.
the people who live there are very suspicious. They've witnessed the razing of the nearby settlements to the north, which are on an island, and they believe in basically that this island was full of filthy layabout no-goods that deserve to be punished by the gods. They're very old school, like Catholic Christian type. Catholic? What the fuck? Catholic! Cataholics.
Alcoholics.
So yeah, they're very superstitious in a way, and they have been receiving trouble from what they perceive as ghosts or boogeymen in the night, and all the other superstitions coming alive at night. And they've contacted various kind of mediums, not quite, but those who believe that they can talk to spirits or calm spirits or remove curses and what have you. And your names were somewhere down the list, and they've tried everyone beforehand, and now it comes to you to rid them of the problems they believe they're having. Nothing like the one shot we did last week at all.
Different people, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
What?
Yeah, this is the
this
good old
light
fashioned.
from the sky.
Yeah, it's a good old fashioned. There's a problem in a town. The townsfolk want you to rid of it. Go and rid of it. If it works,
As long as
don't
it's
change
not
it.
a fucking dragon.
the last one was a wyvern.
I think you'll find
Ish.
it was a wyvern.
Actually.
Actually, it was a fire-breathing wyvern.
So yeah, it was a bit of a bastard son of them both, really. So they've put out kind of monster hunter contracts to many people, and only you two have turned up. And you enter the town through the large iron gates towards the front. It's a gated community, shall we say, where they like to keep their people in and all the bad things out. They've made an exception for you two. They were very nervous to let you in. Next to these sprawling, swirling iron gates on both sides of the town, because there's one way in, one way out. It's a very, one-track town. There are guards armed to the teeth with heavy weaponry, very thick plate armor, more so than other people in the area. Like other towns, other villages and cities, they're not a patch on these. They hire the best of the best to keep the bad voodoo out, shall we say. So you enter the town through the eastern gates and head west into the centre towards the town hall, where greeting you is a stumpy old man, believed possibly to be a halfling or a gnome. He's kind of ambiguous between the two, but he's particularly grouchy, and he's wearing a long blue kind of habit, almost like a monk's robe, and he keeps his hair very, very slick back and like pinned to his head. He's got tiny little glasses that rest on the nose, and he approaches you as you approach, and he's like, "I believe you both to be the hunters that we have hired to rid us of our problems. Is this true, or do we have to strike you down where you stand?" And as he says it, 4 guards, like one on basically every compass point, just appear from absolute nowhere with halberds and kind of lock you in, ready, just in case you aren't who they think you are, to give you a right old prod in.
Ooh.
Good start.
Reed is just like, whoa. Calm your shit, man. Calm your shit.
I cannot bear listening to you speak so slowly. Please, hurry up. Are you who we think you are? Are you here to deal with our supernatural problems?
Breathe in and out.
Yeah, I twitched it.
Breathe in. He turns to you and is just like, "Do you
Faye's
speak
like-
on behalf of
Faye's
this one?"
I've been in this situation before. She kind of like just herself and kind of to the guards.
What are you doing?
Carry on.
It's Alan.
Yeah.
Hey
Whereas-
boys.
Reed is just like touching the end of the, just like,
Put
What you gonna say,
the spike on the house.
Reed is just like,
oh. No, it's just like, calm. Be calm.
We've already hired one man who is currently in the town who will give you your briefing, for he is more of a tactician compared to a doer. So, what is it that you're here for, and who are you? Answer me.
I'm Faya, and this is.
I'm Reed, man. Reed.
You're just Keanu Reeves from fucking, what's it called? I was going to say Hot Tub Time Machine, the other time travel one.
It's literally just like,
Whoa, bruh.
yeah.
This is my good friend, Reed.
That was not convincing. Do you even know each other?
Nope.
Are you spirits from beyond?
I think it might just be my reflection.
I'm getting nowhere. And he kind of claps, and the guys move one step inwards with their halberds, and he's like, "Please, one last time, answer me this. Who are you, and why are you here?"
We told you. You made us come here. I'm Reed, and this is my shadow.
From being in the big blue house, like.
Shadow with boobs.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I was not prepared in any way for any of this at all. Oh, right, okay. Well, I can only assume that you're not ghosts here to eat our babies, and that you are here to, in fact, purge us of our undead / ghosted. Oh, Jesus. And that's the end. If you would follow me, and he leads you to what looks like some sort of library-based building. You know, it's got two circular towers at the front with a pointed thatched roof between, but you can just make out through the windows some firelight, and there's some bookshelves there. So it's either some sort of council official office, not a council. Well, I suppose a council.
You said
The fantasy villages have council. No, I'm saying.
I suppose
or
it's up to you, isn't it?
a library, or just somewhere that would have a lot of records. Then it appears to be a library, Jessica. That is what they were saying.
Okay. Possible library.
Yeah, possible library. So he leads you there, and he opens the door, and as he leads you in, it's definitely a library. There's a little old woman. There's a little old woman sat on a rocking chair behind like a counter reading a book, and she looks up over her glasses and she's like, "Hello? Oh, it's only come in," and the little halfling gnomish man, whatever it is, it's very hard to discern. He's like, "Oh, hello, Bloodwind. We're just here to brief these adventurers, these heroes of the mission." So he takes you in, and he leads you to this like little room at the back, and sat behind a desk is a bearded fellow with long brown, like chestnutty hair, very heavily clad, with a little raven or crow sitting on his shoulder. Again, hard to discern just from the size. It's like small for a raven, big for a crow. And he's like, "Oh, hello. Are you the help?"
I'm helpful.
Good. I hope that's true. I hope you can be of help to us in our purging of the long gone spirits.
Baby-eating ghosts.
Yes, ghosts.
Carry on, darling. I'm more interested in the raven or the bird.
Oh, Eventide. Say hello, Eventide. the look on her face. The crow locks minds with you, and you can hear this voice saying, "You seem awful familiar, but not quite as I would expect. You remind me of someone, a woman I knew many moons ago. She had a bow, and fiery red hair." That, just for it's a kind of inside thing where this character
This
has
is not
met
the ranger you were looking for.
has met Jess's previous character, and he's referring to the time at which they met. And then suddenly you feel this, you specifically feel this overwhelming presence in your head, and you can hear a voice that just goes, "You, druid. Hello."
It's not the first time I've heard voices. Normally I ignore them. It's the only way.
The crow kind of looks at the guy and is like, as if to be like, "This bitch." "I feel some sort of kinship with you, as though your presence in this world aids my cause."
AIDS.
He said AIDS. And the guy he snaps his fingers and the crow disappears, and he's like, "I'm sorry, he doesn't usually take so snaps.
It's gone!
And he just
Did you see
he
that?
snaps his other hand and appears this side. And he's like, he's just a crow, you know. But I can bind him to this realm, and snaps again, and he like disappears.
It's gone again!
Or remove him. Yeah, don't be alarmed. He's okay. He can come back.
It's okay, darling. It's magic.
I thought you of all of everyone would be understandable.
I thought I just talked too much. So it's fine. Don't panic. Everything's wonderful.
Thought I was tripping then.
Thought I was
I am awfully sorry if he insulted you in any way. He's a strange one, old Eventide, and I don't really know what he's saying to people half the time because he blocks me out. He's a bit of a bastard that way. So yes.
Tell him you said that. Rude.
He knows he's a bastard. He does it for fun.
The
Sorry,
bastard.
I'm awful around new people. Where are my manners? My name is Ravenwood, Erelith Ravenwood. Pleasure to meet you both. And who might you be?
Fair, charmed, I'm sure.
Yes, and
Read. Skirt.
Read.
He's just fucking off his tits. Like, he's just like,
Just wandering around going. Oh.
yeah, pretty much. And
Looking-
he's just like,
You're looking to eat.
I'm in a library. Yeah, like. He's in a
Just kinda
library and
goes,
he thinks it's very funny that
snaps
he's in a
and
library.
Eventide appears on your shoulder.
Oh my god, it's touching me.
Eventide locks minds with you again and is like, please do not be alarmed. I am merely just
I'm
a
not allowed.
personality inside a crow.
Crow person.
No, not a person.
Crow bastard. Listen. I've heard voices in my head before. You're not the first. You won't be the last.
But I am an actual voice, one with its own consciousness.
That's what they all say. That's what they all say.
I think you should lay off the mushrooms. And then Erelith just goes, he's like, sorry, is he bothering you again?
I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I don't know if I'm tripping. I don't know if I'm taking too much.
No,
if I'm not
no,
taking
this-
enough.
this-
Something's not right.
No, this is all real. It's magic. I'm afraid. Yes, Erelith is my no, I am Erelith. Shit. Eventide is my my pet crow, shall we say? He doesn't like when I call him a pet.
Sorry. All over again.
Jesus.
Sorry, I could not myself then.
He
Tifa said something.
I can't see. I'm blind. I have glasses on.
I can't see that either.
No one can. Tifa, no one can see you.
Sorry, we're all blind.
I can see his huge
We're all just
red.
sitting there looking at the screen, going. No?
That says hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Okay.
Right.
That might have not been what it said.
Emma's just sitting there going, what?
What? No.
God, why are they speaking to me? But yeah, he's in a bit of a fluster. This guy is clearly socially inept. He's twitchy. He's like playing with his nails. He's got a large hammer to the side of him, and he's kind of like every now and again he'll just kind of rest his hands on him as if he's polishing it with his sleeve. It's very uncomfortable.
So, Erelith.
I thought you were just going to speak right into that. Hello. I am in your head. Do not. Look, you know, in Trapped, you are the saboteur. Do not be alarmed. Emma's just kicking her like round the house. She's the saboteur.
Yeah. Oh days.
So, yes. What was it, dear?
I don't know, I have forgotten.
So
I hate it
with
when that
those
happens.
tits out.
Sorry. I don't even know what you did say.
Forgot. Talking out loud.
I often do that. Sometimes I find myself rambling aloud and revealing some of my deepest,
Revealing?
darkest secrets, shall we say, to the world. Anyway, yes, I have been drafted in for.
Someone sent us bits.
Bits! Bits! Who is it?
I can't see it.
Can't see that far. Thank you. Whoever
Thank you.
it is.
I can't. We will check.
I will have a look
Thank you.
at the
Yeah.
end.
Hang on,
Slash.
why don't I just
We're
do-
all blind.
Blind,
Yeah,
blind.
I can
My
get
brain
it
dance.
up on my phone. I will just get Twitch up on my phone, and I will thank you, whoever you are. Just give me a little moment. What are we called? Booty Mustache. There we go. That would help if I remembered
What did I want
who
to
we're
say?
called.
That's not what it goes.
Bugger. I joined the chat now, so I
Yeah.
can't see. stupid.
Can you just put in the chat who you were?
Yeah, if you just write hello, I can see who you are, and then I'll thank you, because bits is lits. So yeah, Aerolith. Oh, Chris said thanks for the bits. Damn it, Chris, we were expecting the other person to comment.
Damn it, Chris!
Come on, Chris! Oh god.
Oh fuck!
You good?
Are you okay? Yeah. Are you sure?
Oh my god, I'm clipping that. Someone clip that.
Oh no!
Clip that, Chris. Clip it right now. Oh, this really sums up how
Jess, are
D&D
you
is.
okay? Oh dear.
Oh shit, are you good? 500 bits platinum wave! Whoa!
Yeah.
Nice! Thank you very much.
Who's Platinum Wave? Do we know who
It's
this is?
the guy who just donated the previous
Yeah, but
bits,
do we
right?
know who it is?
I don't know.
Oh, well thank you.
Thank you very much. That's
As you can
2 lots of
tell,
bits.
we're doing an improv day.
Yeah, it's
today.
very improv today. Tiffa in the chat had to vacate very quickly, and he was DMing this session, so I'm making it up as we go along. Don't worry about it. It's going to be great. Thank you for the bits. Yeah, you good? Make sure you clip that, by the way. So, yeah, Aerolith kind of has this moment where he zones out, and you can see him kind of muttering under his breath because he's realised that he's kind of saying too much. He's very awkward. He seems to reveal himself, not physically, as he's talking. Like
Wow.
he gets carried away with his sentences and rambles. Yeah. So
Ghosts.
Yes, ghosts. Thank you. Back on track. Yes, there have been strange sightings in the field, and
I know all about them.
I am sure you do, my chap. Yes. So they
Oh my god.
some townsfolk have said that they've seen objects come to life. Others have said they've seen actual ghosts. You know, like spirits and all that. So, oh my god, more bits! Holy hell!
Thank
what level are
you.
they? Level 5 platinum wave.
We're level
wave?
5.
Platinum wave, not platinum
Platinum
wave. You just got really like posh here. But yeah, thank you very much, platinum wave.
Thank you.
But they are level 5. So yes, they have reported sightings of ghosts and such. So I suggest we take to the field, and I mean you. I long ago I used to get my hands dirty with, you know, the killing of things and the expunging of curses and.
So you're not coming with us?
Well, I will, but I won't necessarily be, you know, in the fight and all. Maybe once in a blue moon I'll fling a spell your way, but that is my.
Like a chicken to me?
No, I'm just very, very, very old.
Oh, or did I say that out loud?
No, Aerolith,
You did, darling.
within my universe, is almost beyond time. Just for your personal reference, like your characters can't necessarily figure this out. But I've got a very high level stat sheet for him. But basically, he's not necessarily a time traveler, but he kind
He's essentially the Doctor.
He's always existed. He's just been in this world always. So this could be a particularly old incarnation of him.
So is he technically a
slowing
god then? Yeah.
He's not a god. He's just a very powerful wizard that is bound. Oh my god, more bits! Holy hell! Timey-wimey! Yes, exactly! Timey-wimey!
Timey-wimey wibbly
Aerolith is a
wobbly.
timey-wimey wibbly-wobbly man.
Yeah.
And he kind of exists
Is
in
that the guy's
all
name?
instances of the world. What?
Timey-wimey.
No, that's
No,
not.
no.
Oh!
No, Platinum Wave said timey-wimey.
Baku.
Did you just sneeze?
Actually,
Wow! I have a friend that sneezes like Mario says wahoo, just for reference.
Sorry. I don't know
So
what's
yeah,
happening
he
today.
exists outside of time essentially. This particular incarnation of him, he's starting to like grey in his beard, you can see, and his fingers are starting to become like knobbly through arthritis. He's getting on in life.
You're right.
So yes, maybe I'll aid you with a spell or two along the way. But I am very much past my prime. When I was a sprightly young half-elf, I would have helped you all the same. I would have done this myself, but I appear to have gotten slow in my old age, and I hate to say it. So, yes, if you head with me out to the field, I will show you where the sightings have been, and I guess we'll play it by ear, as they say. We'll improvise as we go along.
Come along, Reed.
Fourth wall break!
Just like waddling really slow behind you, just like.
Do you wish to talk to the crow again at all? He's getting a bit antsy in his little pocket dimension. I can feel him crashing into the
Yes,
walls.
go on then, bring it
on
back.
the crow.
He clicks and the bird is like way up in the sky and just comes circling right down. As you kind of like, as you exit this building, it comes like swirling down and it just seems to be getting quicker and quicker and quicker. And then just hovers right in front of you. It's not even flapping, it's just like, it's got this kind of smoke underneath it and it's just hovering right there.
Do you have to do that to her? She's already tripping balls. Him, sorry.
I thought I'd have some fun, sorry.
And she's like.
And then he just
He's
lands
just
on Aerolith's shoulder
So when
again.
the bird is like to her,
You can't hear him.
do I not? Okay.
He can talk to multiple at the same time, but
Each
unless I
chooses.
specify otherwise,
Chooses,
yeah,
okay.
it's specifically to someone.
He speaks to me.
What does he say?
Bad things. Very bad things.
Is the mic picking that up?
Very bad things.
Here we go. That was probably loud as fuck. See it clipping.
Very bad things.
He locks onto your
Is
mind
your jaw
now.
okay? Your jaw.
He locks onto
Just
your
jaw
mind now
out.
and he goes, he's lying. Don't believe a word he says. Sorry, I like sowing deceit. And then he just takes off from Isla's shoulder again and just flies back up into the sky. Again with that pen, we need a new one. Popping the top off.
Pop at the top.
Pop the top.
Ah, the chat is in that corner. I think we tried to hide.
Right. Yeah. No, last time there was it said
There's
the Valley of
definitely
Scales.
yeah.
That doesn't matter. It's fine having the chat up because now it just means that in the VOD we don't look like psychopaths talking to no one. Yeah.
But we are.
So Aerolith leads you out of the west gate towards the opposite end of the town where you came in from. There's even more guards this side. No, the fields are this way because this is primarily like a farming town, but having so much problems with curses and undead and ghosts and God knows what, they try to be in the fields for as minimum time as possible throughout the day. It's like the farmers will go out, pick or plough or plant whatever the hell they need, and then get the fuck out to Dodge because they don't want to be there. Like they are genuinely a God-fearing folk that think that it's their sins that have brought upon these undead and ghosts. More bits! Oh my god!
Bits.
What's with the bird? Haha, you'll find out more about him in my campaign that I will be running, probably starting next week or the week after. So, yeah, you're gonna have to just come back and watch. So,
Subscribe, baby.
subscribe, at least follow if you haven't
Are
already.
you sure you were not?
I honestly think I'm off my head.
You've done
Like,
mushrooms.
I've done something today, I swear. Like, I'm just like, I've had a shit day.
I'm high on life.
I don't know.
I'm high on Gwyneth Paltrow vagina candle. Just to date the video. That came out like last week or something, maybe. That's a whole thing.
Oh, gosh.
So yeah, the Aerolith leads you out into the
Keep your eyes
fields.
open for magies.
And he stops at the edge of one of the fields where it's clearly been tilled or ploughed, whichever one, whatever. I'm not down with farming lingo. And he just kind of stops on the edge of the field and goes, well, apparently this is where they've seen things. I can't say anything at the moment, but that doesn't mean nothing will...
We stabs it up.
Make a perception check. What is it?
What do I add again?
Perception.
Your perception
Oh, yeah.
bonus.
I can add the
So it's going to be
on the first one.
your wisdom bonus, and if you're proficient in it, your wisdom and your proficiency bonus.
So dark, oh my god.
Dork. Roll 20.
1. 6.
Literally the opposite of 20. Oh, so 6 total.
You wanted to be
You're standing there doing this, and you're like looking really, really hard, and what you don't, like, you've kind of zoned out a bit while you've done it, and there's a farmer maybe 5-10 feet in front of you, like right up in your grill,
Oh, wait a minute. What?
who just stares at you and goes, hello?
Why did I say 11?
That's your passive perception.
Okay.
So you just he's standing like right up in your grill, and he's like, Hello,
He's just kind of like
sir.
just looking around him.
Nothing? No? He turns to Aerith and he goes,
It's a ghost! Where did you come from?
I've been here the whole time. I was literally just doing the field right here, right now.
Sneaky bastard. Sneaky,
No, you're just
sneaky
very,
bastard.
very unobservant.
They're all the same, these families.
Oh, it's the one emote.
One. No, I did. It wasn't a 1. It was a 5.
Plus the one.
Plus 1. 5.
Right. Anyway, I leave you ghost hunters to it then, shall I? I'll turn in for the day.
Where are the ghosts?
We saw them down over that side of the field, and he points on like the opposite side, where there's like a small like hedge line.
I don't know what he's saying.
What do you mean?
I can't understand him. Well,
Why? It's not that strong, is it? It's just down over there. Jesus
he just
Christ.
carrying on.
I always say Jesus Christ in D&D. He doesn't exist in my world. I need to start like God's above.
He's just like
Right, and maybe I
carrying
can
on
talk
looking
some
around
sense into you then. Right, I saw the ghosts or whatever. I believe they were ghosts. They looked like ghosts. I couldn't explain it. My eyes played tricks upon me.
mind you that.
That's probably the drugs that you're very clearly on right now.
Rude.
Am I wrong though?
Yes.
Make a deception check. Ghost Hunter D&D edition. Where's the night vision cam? Thank you for the more bits. Okay.
It's a deception.
It's the ghost of Derek Cora.
Oh God. 5.
Right. He's just like, you're not fooling anyone, mate. I can see your eyes are glassy as fuck. Hello.
Glasses. He's got glasses on.
Oh my God, above. Right. Anyway, I saw them over there. I'm gonna turn in because you know it's getting late, and I'm afraid that when the sun goes down, we're all gonna die because we're being punished for our sins. Because some people in the village can't help but keep having orgies every Sunday.
Not
Bastards.
You.
No,
You're
not
virgin.
me.
Massive virgin.
Make an intimidation check.
Okay, that's a bit better.
How high are the PCs? Too high.
10.
10? Okay, fair
Is
enough.
that?
That's a 9.
Yeah. Don't fucking start
kinda-
with rolling a 6
He's
every
like
game.
taken aback for a minute, and there's like this level of uneasiness, and he's just like,
Fives is
right, I'm just gonna go. He picks up his hoe and walks away.
You when you're oh.
Mm.
You just goes on.
Shit. And he kind of like awkwardly shuffles back off to the town, and like he's talking to the guardsman and pointing at you.
He's ever seen.
He's like
Massive
pointing
virgin.
at you, and he's kind of like he like scurries away again.
Massive virgin.
Ah,
Massive.
yes. Anyway, if you go and investigate the head.
Is it you that's
road
having
there-
orgies?
No, I arrived just this week.
No,
I'm afraid I've missed the
I
orgies.
was going to say, look
You've
at
missed
him.
them?
Well, I haven't.
Well, actually, I
seen-
don't think you can get it up anymore.
I was going to say, just look at
Probably
him.
not.
We can try.
Yes.
I'm sure I can find a mushroom that
I
will
can
help
probably
you.
do it magically, to be fair.
I would help.
What is it with rangers? Every time I run across a ranger, they're always very
Hose.
horny.
Look, all over the floor.
Like, you look down and there's clearly none there. Like there was the one that the guy took away. You're just like seeing them now. What the fuck is this campaign? This isn't the campaign. This is literally pulled out of my ass. This is very last minute, 5 minutes prep.
Literally 5
I'm
minutes.
Yeah,
gonna
literally.
I'm going to try to make it as hard as possible.
Yeah, they're just fucking with me right now.
Yeah.
So, lol, yeah, lol. Pretty much. So, yeah. Bloody rangers. Go over there, by the hedgerow, and if you need me, I'll probably be here. I'll send Eventide above you to keep an eye out to warn you anyway.
Why- Eventide?
Why are you not coming with us? It's the crow, darling.
But like I said, I can't. I'm not very much good in a fight anymore. I can. And he like lifts up his hammer and he's like, I can barely swing this
You're a
around
wizard.
anymore.
You're a...
Harry.
Yes, that's why I said who is this Harry you speak of? Oh, I knew a Harry once. His name was Harry Motley. He was a bard. I knew him a long time ago. Probably long dead by now.
You're so high, you're tripping into the actual...
Into
world.
actual life.
Harry Motley is a player from my other campaign that has met Aerith too.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. I wonder if he's still alive. Probably not.
Bye.
Humans tend not to live for long, do they?
Nope.
Right.
We die quite quick.
Yes. I shall be here. Call me if needed. On you go.
Call you what?
By my name, probably.
Al.
No, you can't call me Al.
Hmm.
You don't know me that well.
I don't know you at all.
No, exactly. So,
In fact, I
yes.
don't know who you are.
Anyway, off you pop to the other side of the
Remember
field.
your
You know, where there's ghosts, where you're being paid to kill them. Apparently, there's ghosts. Anyway.
I'd like to ask a question.
Yes.
You've been here a long time.
What?
You've been here a very long time.
I've been on this realm a very long time. Yes,
Yeah.
but not the town.
How do you kill a ghost?
I don't know. It tends to work better if you just hit it really hard.
You just go through it.
Yeah.
I don't really know. I've never. Ghosts are not particularly my speciality per se. More of
No wonder
the
they still
undead
do it.
variety as opposed to the spectral.
No wonder they still do it.
Like Eventide, for example. And he clicks his fingers and he appears on your shoulder.
Oh my god.
Eventide is technically undead. He
Oh,
died
I could smell
hundreds
something.
of years ago. No, yeah, probably. That could be me. He died hundreds of years ago.
More
Classes
bits?
and races, are they equipped with magical or silver weapons?
I'm a human druid.
Yep.
Called Reed. He's a massive stoner if you haven't got it. Just off his tits on everything possible.
But at
Jess?
the moment, no, I'm
Huh?
not
What are you
equipped
telling me?
with silver
Oh,
weapons.
Yeah, I'm a high elf ranger,
Oh, not magical.
but no, not magical.
No, I'm saying not magical weapons. at the moment.
Oh, no.
But you do have spells and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Drugs.
Drugs.
Spells and drugs.
Spells and drugs. That's pretty much
Both
just the
of
name of my
those.
other campaign.
Spells and drugs.
Fucking hell. Oh, right. But yes, Eventide, he died hundreds of years ago. I found his corpse, and
Hello, Robbie.
let's just say hey Rob. Let's just say I not
Did you
reanimated him as such. Let's say I used the dead crow's body to house
Maggots? It's normally what's in dead things.
an otherworldly entity, shall we say, but not a ghost. More like a fiend. I've said too much. I've said too much.
So,
Mm.
so you're hosting, or herding, or whatever the word I'm looking for is. You're keeping a demon in there.
Yes. He's of no harm to anyone. He's merely a
Demons
crow.
normally are.
But he's a lesser demon.
They're normally very demony.
Normally quite
Yes,
nasty.
he's not
I've seen
particularly
a few.
fighting ghosts with normal weapons. What could go wrong? He's not exactly He's not going to cause trouble. He's been on this realm a long time now, and he seems to have been all right. Nothing that I've noticed go wrong anyway.
He smells. I don't know if it's the man. Or
It
the
could just be
bird.
the town. Honestly, it's not the greatest of places.
Am I talking loud enough?
We are in a
to hear?
field.
I can hear you. Yes.
Oh,
We are in a farming field.
Sorry.
It could be the shit.
Yes, probably the fertilizer.
you shit?
My sense of smell hasn't been.
Not again!
my sense of smell hasn't been the greatest since the incident with the fireball, where I singed myself, and then he kind of like brushes his hair off to the side, and you can see that there's like a big burn down one side of his face.
I mean, you was like,
Yeah.
ugh.
You
yes, and
noticed
then
that?
he kind of like brushes it back down. He goes,
Nothing's hiding there.
"Thank you for reminding me of
I
my
mean, you showed me.
horrendous deformity."
Deformed, yeah, that's what you are, yeah.
Yes. So instead of standing here
Sorry, I was
berating me
thinking
all
of-
day, how's about we go and tackle the problem at its source? Yes.
Considering
Saucy!
Considering we've been standing here for about an hour and a half.
Stand about.
Just berating this poor bastard.
Let's go and have a look what all this is about.
Let's go.
Okay, so you head over to the other side of the field. It's quite boggy under your feet. It's just loads of fire emojis. Yes, he burnt himself horrendously. Let's remind
He's
him.
literally Crispy Man.
Oh god!
Crispy
He
Man.
burnt by the wyvern. No, he did it to himself. He was practicing evocation magic and basically blew himself in his lab up.
Did it yourself. It's like a hangover. You can't complain.
It's like
Like when you come in, when you're on a downer.
A hangover
Can't
that
complain.
leaves you disfigured for life. So you head over to the other side of the field. It's quite like boggy under your feet. It's clearly been like raining recently. Occasionally your boot will kind of get stuck and you'll lift your foot up and it'll come out the boot a bit and you have to drop it back in.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
The floor's eating me!
But you get to the other side of the field with no problem, and there just seems to be a very unassuming hedgerow and like a small stream just nearby it. Make a perception check.
16.
Okay. Yeah, it's an unassuming hedgerow with a stream. But in the next field, you do see a few scarecrows.
Woohoo. Maybe Evan can talk to. I can talk to them. I don't know.
Well, scarecrows.
Oh no.
Did you think I meant just crows?
Yeah.
Scaled crows. Oh God! Why? No, scarecrows.
I forgot.
There's a few of them.
In the
Okay.
What were those words?
Abba.
Talk to animals. Yeah, it's a scarecrow. I'll talk to it.
Oh God. Made a bit of a taking myself on a stream today.
You fell.
This entire stream is just one big tit.
Yeah. A nice juicy tit. Just one.
You got
Uniboo.
2.
I've got 2.
Now I feel left out.
Sad boob noises. There should be some squirrels or field mice.
Yeah, is there anything around?
There are a few like bugs and creepy crawlies and shit.
He like lays down on the floor and he's like, hey bug, hey you.
Like it's not even a case of like you're literally communicating with this bug with talk to animals or anything. It's just in your mind this bug has looked up to you and gone,
Yeah.
what do you want, dude?
Yeah. Where the ghost at?
Ghost? I ain't seen no ghost. What you talking about?
Yeah.
I ain't seen no ghost.
Oh, he's gone all ghetto. We need to go. Get out here.
This bug gonna kick your ass, bitch.
This bug is nasty. We gotta leave.
Like none of that was actually going on. From your point of view, he's just crawled right down to the floor. He's looking at this bug dead in the eyes and just going, well, exactly what he just said. And there's just dead silence in return.
Nasty.
Make another perception check as you stand up.
That one.
Roll again. Just, by the way,
I'll do
just
it. Go on, say what
go
you're
on, roll
gonna say.
again. But for Platinum Waves point reference, I have a few homebrew rules. One of which is if you roll a crit fail, like a 1, you roll again to see the severity of the fail. Right. So what?
16.
16. Okay, so it's not too bad. You kind of, as you stand up,
No, it's just because I have a crit roll, didn't I?
Oh yes.
So
you stand
just
up.
to see how bad
You
it
look
is.
around. You kind of like take a few paces just to like. You know, you're looking only at eye level, you don't look down, and you just like trip into the ditch, into the little stream running through. So, you know, just very, very soggy and in a ditch.
Did you not see that stream, Reed?
Nope. Funny that I'm in the stream. Read.
I don't know, you're looking at me, Aaron, that's on the other side of the field. You're just talking to no one,
Tell me
talking
that
to the phone.
something's coming to kill me. I'm just
You
waiting.
just sat there like looking to him.
Just really wet, like
Talking to fish now.
just playing with the water.
So yeah,
It's colourful.
you're just in a ditch.
Oh.
You're gonna climb out at all.
Ah.
Just sit there.
Do you want-
Cool.
Okay. I
I
was gonna help you, but I will.
I'd like
not.
you to make a perception check, please.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
nice.
nat 20.
Oh shit, yeah.
Jeez, and here's
you
everything.
look up and ooh,
I feel like a puma.
Chris, Tifa just gifted a sub to Rhea. Cool, nice.
What does that mean?
It means that Rhea is now one of our subs. Through Chris, you kind of like gave her the sub to.
Unlucky Reed.
Sucks to be you.
Okay, when you look down, like from Reed, you look up, and the scarecrows have all moved towards you.
Oh, see it. Knew it.
They've moved all of them about 30 feet. I say all of them. At the moment you can only make out 3.
Oh, well, Errol said ghosts. He said nothing about scarecrows.
What are you talking about?
Errol.
Who?
Crispy man, number 2.
Oh, right, yeah.
Crispy
Yep.
2.
Crispy point 2.
Yep.
Go on.
He said about ghosts. Nothing about scarecrows. Look at the scarecrows.
Wait. I'm still sat in the ditch.
You can't see
Just a guess.
shit. Not only is there a ditch between you, there's also a hedge above that.
Just sat Oh, the
So you
ditch
can
one.
just about see over this hedgerow, and you're just in a ditch going, nope, bush.
Yeah, that's a bush. It's a bush.
I can't. I'm supposed to be one trick.
Oh shit, ghost scarecrows.
Okay, I'll get up. You
Okay.
stumble.
What the hell did you
Fine.
say to me? I'll get up.
Make a dexterity saving throw for me.
See what's gonna go.
Just funny, innit? Keep you in the ditch.
10.
10, yeah. You slide a bit as you climb in. It's like, you know when you walk upstairs and your foot misses one and you kind of like drop on, like, you've done that momentarily.
The whole time I'm just like,
But-
oh bollocks. Oh bollocks.
Yeah, you've managed to
Here
get
they
up.
are.
You're now standing with your face like pressed against the hedge, like just eyes over the top.
Oh bollocks.
And you can see that the
Sorry.
scarecrows have moved since you last saw them, but are now stationary again.
Don't take your eyes off them.
Oh, I'm getting Doctor Who vibes now.
They seem to
Okay,
be stationary for the meantime.
Right, but what we'll do, we'll crouch down behind the hedge and we'll jump up really quick.
Okay.
Right. Okay, so you
Playing hide
crouch,
and seek with
yeah, you crouch, you pop up, and they're all 5 feet closer again.
No, don't do that anymore.
The
Different
closest one is probably now about 50 feet away.
Right, different man.
What if-
Different plan. Not different
Different
man.
man.
Different
There's
man.
another
Different man.
What if you jump down but don't come back up? Wouldn't have moved. Ah, clever.
Can we see through the hedge at all?
Make a perception check.
Okay, I'm just telling you.
Shoot one of the scarecrows.
Oh, nat one.
Nat one.
Okay.
Roll again. Wait,
Do
what?
I, can I, do you know if it's a nat one?
Roll again. It's a crit fail.
Oh,
Not that 20.
What? I hate when this happens because it's always daft. Okay, so you both crouch down and you stick your face through the hedge. You kind of take nicks and scratches and stuff. And you push your face right through, and right in front of you there's a scarecrow's face, but it's now stopped right there.
Oh!
Oh no!
You stay there.
Just
I'll
the
go.
emojis of loads of ones and loads of 20s and just don't blink.
Don't blink, exactly. You stay there. Keep your eyes on this.
Just like in the bush.
I'm gonna climb over the bush.
Right, so you're actually climbing up the bush to attack it? Okay,
Okay,
so I'll count that
I'll
as you
look
get
at
one.
it.
I'll say that you get one round of surprise.
I'll look
Okay.
at it then.
Okay, so roll to hit.
From staring.
Okay.
Bear in mind there's scarecrow. It might be.
Bear in mind I'm tripping balls.
Yeah, it might be.
Yeah, this could all just be a figment of your
Who
imagination.
the fuck knows what's going on? Sorry, I'm
But then I can see them as well. So
Okay.
It's not...
8.
By the way, don't think. Okay, but don't think Wizard of Oz scarecrow. Think
Nasty.
nasty
Like-
sack with cuts in it. This is very Doctor Who-ish
Doctor Who
because they had
slash-
scarecrows
they did.
and they had like the don't blink thing and the tiny
Oh,
whiny
no,
thing, but
I
it's
was
not a
seeing-
Doctor Who thing.
See, I was picturing like the little, you know.
No, I'm
tucked in-
talking-
No,
That's
I
it,
think
I
I
I'm
thought when I
talking
thought of the,
bag
like,
over someone's head
Batman
with like
ones.
yeah,
Batman's
more, yeah.
Scarecrow. That's what I saw.
Cillian
instantly.
Murphy's Scarecrow or the one from the games where it's like
I'm just a happier
a
person than you
horrible
all.
bag over their head.
I'm just not really a goth.
So yeah, what did you roll? Like eight to hit, was it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you hit it and there's just this dull like as if you just chopped into hay and nothing happens for a moment, and then from where it is like looking dead in your eyes, it like awkwardly stands up and starts like staggering about and turns to you, and I need you to roll initiative.
But I'm looking at it.
And
I know, but
And
she's
I'm
just
just gonna go-
whacked it.
moving.
Yeah, but do you know like those guards outside Buckingham Palace? Even if you punch them, they're not supposed to punch back.
12.
Okay, so
Oh,
what did you get for initiative?
5.
Plus, what's your dex? What's your initiative bonus?
5.
Oh, in total, 5. Oh shit. Okay, so
Plus 4 initiative as well.
Oh, you're taking that one.
I didn't miss
roll initiative. We need a roll initiative emote.
An emote.
Yeah, just roll initiative.
Roll initiative.
That was it. With thing, and then wait, what did you get? A 5 and a what was yours?
12.
12. Oh, okay. can't remember your bloody character's name. Reed.
Reed. R-E-I-D.
That's R-E-I-D.
Oh, I spelled it wrong.
Yeah,
So
not
did
Reed.
I.
Not Reed as in like
I'm
a plant
sorry.
Reed.
Yeah,
Reed as
that,
in...
I assume just because of the whole druid thing.
Mm.
But I see it's a pun!
Sorry.
And then...
You make me laugh.
It's just because I'm actually broken and I'm a broken human being. But right, this is too close to my face. I need it to go away a bit. Just tits. That's all I can. Just tits.
Right, so... after your meaningless, dull, like... It just turns to you.
Darling. Don't listen to it.
It turns to you, and you can see now that it's got these kind of spindly bracken arms that are kind of just formed out of thorns almost, and it has very long, spindly fingers that are all crooked and kind of like uncomfortable to watch movement, almost like spider legs as they move.
Mr. DM, how many are there?
At the moment, you can see 3.
Okay.
But there's one way. Oh, by the way, get those bolts out.
I'm still in the bush.
Just in case you didn't realise I'm in the bush.
Just in case.
If you put them just in front of you, because basically you can see it on the camera. Put it to your left slightly, where those tubes are now.
What tubes?
Left, where that tube is. Yeah, where your hands are. Yeah, put the boards there somewhere, because then you can just about make it out. And then back a smidge maybe.
How do they fit?
Yeah.
Yeah, back a smidge.
I can do
No, like back towards Jess. Only because I don't want to be farting around with this camera. We'll leave it on my face because it doesn't particularly matter too much. But if you assume that this back... Jesus Christ. If you assume this backboard, like the closest, like 3 squares towards me, is kind of like the hedgerow. So if you want to put a dice down
somewhere.
each. Yeah.
That's why I'm here.
Yep.
And
And then I'll grab some
Yeah, you're
dice.
like right. You're like there.
1, 2...
we got more bits.
Still like
Hey, they're fighting!
literally still
50
like.
more bits!
Fight,
How many bits is that now? That's insane.
Fight.
Number them 1, 2, and 3. Number 1
1.
closest to you. Like, well, literally right next to Cass's one.
Okay.
Yep.
There.
Yep.
Number
So
1.
that's number 1. And then put number 2 about 40 feet behind. So they're 5 feet each, so 8 squares. And then put the other one 15 feet, like, in like a diagonal line behind him. It doesn't matter which side.
Behind him.
Yeah, but like in a diagonal. There we go. Cool. So the first one is, after being hit and animates, turns to you and strikes you in the face. Or attempts to. Oh wow, that's a good start.
Is it?
What is hits? Yeah, 22 to hit. Like I said, it's a good start.
Surprisingly, that hit. Yeah.
And by the way, again for Platinum Wave or anyone else watching, if the numbers seem like they don't add up, it may be that I'm rolling a different amount of dice or something, just to kind of account for the fact there's only 2 people, and you know.
So basically, it's cheating.
No, I'm adjusting the values down to make it easier for you, is what I'm saying. I can do the normal ones if you want.
Okay,
Who's the blue? Who the blue?
Who the blue? Who the blue? Oh, that's Emulation. Hello.
Hi.
Okay, so.
In a head. Over the head.
Over the
Can this be called over the head, please?
So that's gonna
Please
be.
go. Yeah, as he did.
That's gonna be 5 slashing damage,
Oh, bastards.
and I need you to make a Wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Nope.
She just refused.
7.
Tells us to do.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah.
Okay, you are now frightened of the Scarecrow until the end of his next turn. You're having a bad trip, man.
tripping.
Yeah, you're having a real bad trip, man.
Okay.
Like the Batman Scarecrow, you've seen it, and as he's lashed your face, and you open your eyes back after the lashing, it's just this face right there, you start freaking out. So basically, you just can't move closer to him on your turn,
Okay.
and you have disadvantage on something when he's in your line of sight.
It's fucking good, isn't it?
Okay, I'm
Can't
just
obviously
stood
do
there
it.
screaming. I would scream, but I'm not going to.
Emma has Twitch now, beware.
I'm just going to scream for a while.
Okay, you start screaming, and Aerolith kind of like picks up, and you can see him in the distance, kind of like trying to peer over the hedges, and he's like, oh shit, now here we go, and he like sends Eventide over the top so you can get a better view because he can look through his eyes.
Ah!
So you're freaking out.
I'm trying to call for
Erilith.
That's the one. Trying to call for him, but I'm in the bush still.
Yeah, you have
Can
to.
I take my face out now?
Yeah, but skeleton? No, Scarecrow 2. Move him forward 10 feet from you, please.
Was that 3?
Okay.
No, that's Scarecrow 3,
Oh,
isn't it?
fuck.
Yeah, Scarecrow 2.
Okay.
And then, who goes next? Reed.
Okay. And I'm biff him again in the noggin because I'm really fucking scared now.
Okay, you get disadvantage against him.
So I gotta roll twice and
Roll
take the
twice, take the
lowest.
lowest, yes.
Okay. Hang on.
It says disadvantage on attack rolls though.
So I had
This is an attack roll.
9.
9. Misses. So again, you kind of, there's just this dull, what weapon are you using by the way?
Quarterstaff.
Armor.
Yeah, there's like a dull,
Made a straw.
and nothing just seems to be happening. It's like you're not putting enough oomph behind it.
Do I get my bonus action now?
Yeah. If you want to use something.
Okay.
999.
Yeah.
She can't move to it either.
I'm just gonna hit her again.
I was gonna say she's already right next to it, so yeah.
I gotta do twice again, don't I?
Yeah, so you get 2 attack actions to level 5, of course.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
14 hits.
Okay, so it
So
says
you give it a good old meaty thwack.
it says D6 plus 3, but it also says D8 plus 3.
That's if you're one-handing it or two-handing it. It's versatile.
Okay,
so are you
I've
two-handing
got, no, I've got the scimitar in my other hand.
it? Oh shit, okay. You've got a quarter staff and a scimitar, cool. As you do.
As a trip in
Brilliant!
yeah.
Okay, so which one are you using to attack at the moment?
The quarterstaff.
Okay. Oh, are you going to dual hit it, by the way, as like a bonus action with the scimitar?
Can I do that?
As if you're dual wielding, as a bonus action, you can use your secondary attack to get a hit.
Okay.
So
So if I use my
both.
scimitar then.
Okay.
My
Yeah.
scimitar.
Scimitar.
Yeah. Okay. So use that first.
Okay, so that's what I've just hit with.
Okay. Yeah. We'll assume that's your bonus action. That's fine.
And then now I roll my
What
D6.
you playing?
Yeah.
We're playing D&D. Yeah.
7 damage.
7 damage. It doesn't quite seem to have the effect you'd expect it to. You hit it, and it just kind of shrugs it off. It hurt it, but it's not quite what you were expecting.
Okay, so what was that? 14 hits.
Tracking health is going to be considerably harder though because of the fact that it doesn't seem to be doing the damage you expect it to.
And it can't be bloody because it hasn't got blood on it. It hasn't got no blood.
I'll still let you know. I'll say it's bloodied, but just for
Last time
reference.
you forgot though.
I know.
You did. Can
For
you say
reference.
it's
5
strawy?
Strawy.
Straw.
Okay. When they reach 50% health or lower, I say that they're bloodied just so they can keep track of what's going on. But also, obviously, this thing doesn't bleed.
So strawy.
No, it doesn't. So I'll say it's
Popping a straw.
Strawyed.
Popping a straw.
Pissing straw.
Pissing
Okay.
straw.
So do you want to make your second regular attack now with your quarterstaff?
Oh, is that what I can do?
Yeah, because you've got 2 attack actions per turn.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah, 2 attacks per action.
But I got to roll it twice because I'm still...
Disadvantage, you're still shitting on for it.
6. 12.
12
Yeah.
hits. Roll damage.
4.
4 damage.
Mhm.
Again, doesn't quite seem to be cutting it.
Okay. Well, that's the end of my turn now, isn't it?
Okay, yep. Next is the number 3 Scarecrow, so move him forward 10 feet. They're just kind of doing like a slow plod towards you, like a methodical, spooky walk.
I don't care what they're doing. I'm too freaked out by this one.
Yeah, you're freaking out. Yeah, you can't even like pay
I'm pulling
attention
out
to
my
it.
eyes.
So now is Faya? It is Faya, isn't it?
I'm still behind the hedge. So do I have to do...
You can go through the hedge, but every 5 foot... So basically, they are right on the hedge border.
Why can't I leap over it like she did?
Because she did it beforehand. What I'm saying is in combat, every 5 feet you go through the hedge is 10 feet.
Okay.
So, is it 2 squares from where you are?
Yeah, so that's...
So that would be 20 feet.
But you've already got You can move 30 feet anyway, can't you?
Yeah, so
So
you'd
you'd
still
be
have
fine.
10 feet the other side of the hedge.
Can I shoot through the hedge though?
You can shoot over it, yeah. That's
But
fine.
then would I get any disadvantage?
No, because you're not within melee range of him. If
And
you go
also
within melee
it's
range of
like-
him, you get disadvantage.
And he's engaged with me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna whack him with my bow then.
Just with
Well,
the
with the bow.
bow. Back, you fiend!
Guys, don't need to be pedantic, guys.
No, I quite like that idea that you can hit the net with the
Yeah.
bow, just over the top.
Go on.
Just dive in over the top. Bump, bump.
A quick 1-2!
As
Reed is just screaming.
You can see Erla slowly making his way over.
Get back! Back! As he's not moving at all.
Back down, creature!
Get back!
21 to hit.
Yep, that hits. That hits him into next Tuesday.
3. 7 damage.
Yep.
So then I'm on my second hit.
Yep. Shoot him again!
Get him!
Shoot him in the mouth.
Right in the titch.
24 to hit.
Hits. That's even better. Any of this left?
Do some dog pepper.
Half a mouthful.
So,
That's right,
can I use
there's a
my-
cup of water back here that Chris got, but there's like something in it. There's like bits floating on the top.
Oh,
I think it's dust.
Chris.
Chris's beard.
You could have
Put a bit in there so
swilled it out
nobody else
first,
has
you
drunk
pleb.
it.
Got floor thieves.
No, I think it's dust, honestly. I think it was just in the cup and he didn't swill it before filling it.
Can I use my
Little
class
before you-
slayer thing?
Yeah, because it's damaged, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And it's
No, that's nothing to do with that.
Oh, wait,
that was,
what-
another,
what's-
that was another thing.
Oh, what's that
Well,
one?
just once per turn, the 1d8 extra damage.
Oh, yeah, of course. Is it for free or is it like a bonus action?
Is it for free?
No, I mean, like, do you have to pay for it?
No.
Once per turn, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, the creature takes an extra d8. Yeah, if it's below its HP maximum, so yeah. Roll another d8.
Oh yeah, so it was the damage thing. Ah, sorry.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so it's exactly how I described it. No, it's not.
Oh!
12... 18.
Jesus. Okay. You hit it, and there's like a big puff of straw that comes out the back. He is stroyed.
Stroyed.
Strawed.
Strawded. Strawded it, deed.
Hayed.
Hayed.
He's hated.
Just like a, did I get it?
She's like 10 feet in front of you and you're just screeching over the bush. Okay, so as you shoot, you can hear like this wet sludging behind you, and you can hear, I'm trying to help, I'm on my way, I'm a bit stuck.
How is he sludging?
'Cause
Oh, the mud.
The mud. He isn't sludging.
He's a sludgy man! Crispy sludgy man is on his way!
Okay, so the first one is gonna take another attack at Reed.
I don't think you want to.
Ooh, hang on.
But I'm not scared anymore, am I?
No, not currently. 9 to hit.
How do you get
No.
off?
What is your armor class?
How do you
12.
stop being frightened?
Well, in different situations they'll say different things. Sometimes you have to make more saves. This just says at the start of the Scarecrow's turn.
Okay.
So she's no longer frightened unless he hits her again and she fails.
Get yourself together, Reed!
It's just screaming.
Ah! And there's just this moment
I
where it's
don't
just
know
like...
who I just turned
like-
into.
It's just like, oh.
All along I've been like, oh, I've forgotten what I'm saying, and now I'm like, get yourself together!
Pull up your pants, man!
Oh, sorry.
It was my bollocks out of
Oh,
here.
this happens all the time. So yeah, he's gonna take a swing and a miss, and he'll take another swing
You know, witch.
and a worse miss. Actually, no, it's not a worse miss. It's just 11, so it doesn't quite connect.
Nope.
So he kind of lashes out blindly with these like thorns, and they just like nick off your. I assume you're wearing leather armor.
Yes.
And just like nick off these crude pelts that I assume the druid would be wearing, as opposed to perfectly tanned leather. And
I
just
don't
kind
actually
of
know if I am wearing
scratching off the top. You should be if it's AC 12, I think. Just go into equipment and check you have the tick box on. Because we are using D&D
Can you
Beyond.
imagine?
If you want to sponsor us,
Can
please
you imagine
go
if
ahead.
she's
Yeah.
like standing in the
Yeah.
field going, I got all my, where's my armor?
Where's my pants?
Oh my god! Okay.
Okay, so he's completely botched his attacks. But he will turn his face to Faya, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
No. 17.
Yeah, it's fine. He looks at you and does this thing where his face fills up your vision suddenly. There's like this huge visage of his face, but you're just like, and what? Like, this is clearly a trick.
Not tripping.
It's like, get your foul magic out of my head.
Just kind of like,
You just kind of ignore this.
Like, you're ugly. You've got really bad blackheads.
You got some lettuce in your teeth. But no, it doesn't seem to phase you. You're fine.
Okay.
What is this?
Is it my turn?
Whoa, this looks a bit.
didn't Cycle 2 move after that?
Yes, number 2 takes another 10 feet towards you. He coming. Oh Lord, he coming. And now it's Reed's turn.
I'm gonna biff him again because I'm not scared now, bitch. Fuck off.
I'm not scared, but I'm also not efficient.
9.
9, miss. Bonus action with your scimitar. He's a falchion, the wrong type of sword.
17.
That hits.
They're fucking hard.
Give him a right old biffing.
5.
5, okay. You slice down with the quarterstaff just kind of bounces off him again. You just can't seem to get any sort of connection with it or none that is actually doing anything. But you slash him just in the cheek with the scimitar, and you like tear the cloth over his face, and like a little bit of straw like pokes out as if he's bleeding. Reed's just like, dude.
Yeah.
What if we're all filled with straw?
Oh my god.
Alright, so now is your second regular attack with your quarterstaff.
12.
That hits.
4.
4. Okay. So this time, instead of slashing down at him with this staff, you kind of just prod him in the gut, and like you manage to like loosen some of the fabric around his waist. But he's still standing at the moment. So who is next? Number 3 is gonna move down towards you 10 feet.
Fucking leap then.
And then Faya, it is your turn.
Okay. Where am I allowed to go?
Well, count the 2 squares in front of you as 20 feet.
Okay.
And then from there, you can go further 2 squares.
Can I go up here?
Yeah, if you want. Cool. Right. You gonna start loosing arrows at the other ones?
Yeah. I think I'm gonna leave that one to you.
Okay.
Go, go, go.
Which one are you gonna take aim at? 2 or 3?
2.
Okay. Go for it. Make a roll. What's that noise? 10. That does not quite hit.
Okay.
Do it again.
So, if I try with that, is there is
Go, go, go. Biff him. Biff him, biff him.
19.
Hits.
Can I do my classes later? Class.
He's not injured, so you can't.
Shit.
It has to be D8
Okay.
on top if he's injured.
Okay.
By the way, Chris, if you're watching these dice,
So that was
oh
a
my
6.
god, the weight on them.
So that was 6 damage.
Don't clip that. 6 damage. Okay, cool.
Clip it.
You manage to shoot it, but it's kind of like a target dummy. It gets stuck in it, and there's like a dull, unsatisfactory as the arrow hits, and he just seems to shrug most of the pain away.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Have you got anything to do on a bonus action? Ooh. The group chat is blowing up.
No.
I'm in so many group chats that I just forgot.
Keeps dropping.
Oh, does it? It doesn't appear to be on here.
Any BM lot is a disconnecting and reconnecting because it's come up on the top that we've got welcome to the chat again.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, but that happened before, relatively
Yeah, so
recently.
just check if it's.
Yeah, on mine is.
Someone could let us know.
Yeah, it seems to be okay. It's got the delay, obviously, but it seems to
Okay.
be fine. Like the clap only like 5 seconds ago played, so it seems okay. But if there are any problems, please let us know in chat because I've got it right here.
Yes.
So, have you got nothing to do on your bonus action? Is it? Do you? You've used your movement, use your bonus, and your action. Oh, haven't got bonus. Use your action. So it goes. Well, actually, after that. You vaulting the bush, you can still hear the squelching slowly approaching.
Oh, for fuck's sake,
And over
Erebus.
the top of the hedge,
Hurry up!
over the top of the hedge, comes like a small ball of fire. What does he get as his bonus?
Okay,
Oh,
you
right.
fucking hit
Yeah.
me.
It goes sailing just over the top of your head towards Scarecrow number 3, pelts him square in the chest for a good amount of damage actually.
Fire.
Yep, strikes him straight in the chest, and you can see him like trying to pat it out. It seemed to really hurt him. Like he's not impressed. And from over the other side of the bush, you can go, did I hit anything? Never mind, I saw through Eventide's eyes. Yes, I did
Well
good.
done, darling.
Thank you. And
So
then he goes
how
back
much
up
damage is
to-
that one? Sorry.
He
Did you?
rolled 4 damage, but it seemed to do a lot.
Mm-mm.
So yeah,
Okay.
Eventide is still circling above. Eventide locks minds with Reed and goes, "The fire seemed to do quite a lot, didn't it?" And then loses connection again. It's like some really old shitty ham radio that randomly picks up a frequency. It's kind of like you can hear the voice and then it kind of goes and disappears again. So yeah, it's gonna be Scarecrow 1's turn, who's gonna swing at Reed again.
Ooh, I'm sorry.
Ooh,
Just covered
For
in
a
sheet of
14
paper
to
from
hit.
Sky.
Yeah.
the hit. And then what was it? Where am I? There they are. I've got. It's so hard to see this one. Ooh, that's going to be 10 slashing damage.
God damn it.
Yeah, that was a connection.
Yeah.
And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for
I think
me.
he's fluffing the dice rolls.
I'm not.
I know.
Trust me, that one just happened to be roll 2d4 and roll 2
Do you know
fours.
someone who was fluffing the dice rolls, or they would react exactly how you just did?
What was it, sorry? Or savings roll, was it?
4.
No, I
Four.
don't give a that. What was the savings roll?
You need to beat 11.
Yeah, but what did I...
Oh, wisdom.
I got 18.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. It slashes you, but you've kind of seemed to have built up an immunity to this particular scarecrow. You're just like, you don't bother me anymore, son. What are you doing? Stop.
Okay.
You've seen worse things during trips. It's like, this doesn't faze you anymore. So, he'll make another swipe. Ew. Having a 5 to hit.
Nope.
So again, just like slaps onto your leather armor and does pretty much nothing. Scarecrow 2, Jess, move it 10 feet towards you.
Oh, like diagonally.
Either any way. And then... Oh, actually, yeah, it would be an extra square diagonal, you come to think of it, because the... Yeah, that's right. And then it will be Reed's turn.
I haven't got any fucking fire.
Can you turn into anything that can do fire? Because you're a druid.
Nope.
Turn into a tiny, tiny little dragon that's piddly as shit. Yeah, just sneeze on him.
Got lightning.
Give that a look. See if anything different happens.
Is it a spell?
Yeah.
Gee, made a weird noise.
But
I
also,
was going over there,
it's
boys.
gonna hit you.
Okay.
How?
Because it is
Oh, it's a straight line.
thunderclap.
So is it
Oh, that's. I thought that was like force damage.
That
Oh no, wait, no, it wouldn't be
is-
lightning damage, wouldn't it? I can't remember if
It's weird.
thunderclap is a big loud noise or
You
lightning.
create a burst of thunderous sound.
Yeah,
So that
it might be
I've also got cold
force
lightning.
damage. So say you can position yourself around the scarecrow. Like even though you're in range of him, you can stay within his range using your movement to get Fair out of your line of sight or out of the area of effect.
It says cast outdoors in stormy conditions. Can I cast it if it's not stormy?
I don't know. We'll assume that it's fine for this. One shots are kind of like rule bending times.
Okay, so it's Call Lightning, level 3, conjuring.
Holy shit! Crack on, son.
So
which one are you going to use it on?
I'm going to move, so on this side, and just kind of aim it up at all of them.
Okay.
Because it can hit within a 60-foot radius. So
Radius?
I'll ask you as well, on it.
Wait, hang on. So, right, what's the range of it? Yeah, I was going to say, I haven't seen people use this. Okay, so you have a range of 120 feet, so you can put it down up to 120 feet away from you. And then from that point, it goes out 60 feet. So what you can do...
So if I put it
yeah,
at the
you can hit
end.
the number 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And then they have to make a save, otherwise they take a shitload of damage. Okay, so...
Okay, I'll do that.
Just so basically to position it in a place where...
Yeah, so I'll put it at the far end.
Okay, so you start... Like,
Do I have to...
it's already cloudy as it is. It's already been raining. But you kind of put your arms to the sky and there's this swirling as the maelstrom starts to pick up above you. And it gets faster and faster and you can see this charge crackling through the sky to a point. And then there's this almost like a sucking noise where in the sky you can hear this like grumble and it goes bang, and just downwards from the sky is this huge bolt of lightning on the opposite side of the field, and it just goes rattling through these skeletons. So what have I got to beat with?
Skeletons?
Scarecrows. I keep saying skeletons. Fuck damn it.
I think it's 12.
My sister is telling you off for swearing. So love you.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Cast a spell, dex save 12, which that one fails, that one makes. So one of them fails with the 3, one of them makes with the 16. 5 feet to the point. Oh wait, hang on. The bolt of lightning flashes down from the cloud to that point. Each creature within 5 feet. On each of you turns a spell. What?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with it. That's why I've just given it
This
to you.
is about a 60-foot area. How does that work?
Perhaps it's like creatures within... I don't know.
10 feet tall, 60-foot radius, centered on a point. Okay, hang on. Oh, wait a minute. Each creature within 5 feet of that point must make a dex throw to take 3d10. On each of your turns until the spell ends, you can use your action to call down lightning this way again, targeting the same point or a different one. Ah. So the idea is that there's a 60-foot circle now, and when you hit it, there's a 5-foot radius around it of lightning, and then next turn you can call it down in different parts in that 60-foot circle.
Okay.
So you can bring it closer if you want.
Yeah, so if I put it... How far away are you? So if I put it like here...
Basically, anyone within 60 feet of that, you can fry like someone in like a 5-foot radius in a point. So we'll just assume basically I think that whole board is going to be like a 60-foot radius from the centre, more or less. So we'll just say that you can pretty much call down anywhere in this field in like a 5-foot little bubble, or pick a point on there, and then there's kind of like the squares around it will all be
but I need to keep you away from you, don't I?
But well, no, she can be in the area of like the 60 foot. No one's going to get damaged until you call down a lightning on a point. So if you... Is there...
So if I put it like here, for example, that's going to hit both of them?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll put it there.
Okay, yeah, so that's fine anyway. Because number 3 fails, number 2 is fine. Number 3... Right, roll 3d10.
What's a d10?
The
Is that the one I just give away? This one?
Yes.
No. No, that doesn't have a 10 on it.
Wait, no, it's got a 0 on it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right, so roll 3 times.
9.
9. Ooh.
3. 5.
Okay, so 17 lightning damage on number 3. I said failed, didn't I? Oh, there's your phone, by the way.
Thank you.
Wait, did you say caster at level 3 as well?
That's what it says.
Or is it just a level 3 spell?
It's a level 3. Third level conjuration.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just making sure that it didn't get extra damage. Right, so that one took... Ooh, that one's looking nice and crispy. That's gonna
Where
be...
it says, when you cast this spell using spell slots of 4th or higher
Yeah,
level,
okay.
the damage increases by 1d10 for each
Yeah.
slot.
Okay. So you've called down this lightning strike, and it's basically gone right through one of them, and you can see him like twitching and convulsing as the crackles go through him. He seems to have full the effect you'd expect it to. And the other one, he manages to kind of like dive out of the way just in time. He still gets hit. You get like there's a bit of an arc going through him, but it didn't hit nearly as much as the other one. So, that's gonna be. Wait, is that your whole turn? Have you got any bonus actions to do?
Can I attack again?
Because
I can attack this one.
No, because it's 2 attacks per action, but you've used your action to cast a spell.
Okay.
So you don't get your second attack. Plus, you can only use a bonus action to use your secondary weapon, I believe, if you've hit with the first one.
Okay. Well, I've got
If I'm not mistaken.
bonus action of magic stones.
Ooh, okay.
So basically, I just cast a spell on one of the stones and throw it.
Emma says thank you for the present, Cass.
Oh, that's okay. No worries, Emma. Thank you for mine. It just says ranged touch. I'm in range of him.
Right. Okay.
So it just says. So I've got to roll to hit first, haven't I?
Is there an attack one?
It just says damage d6 plus 1.
I see.
It's a cantrip.
Yeah, she has to hit. She has to
Oh,
roll
right. Okay. So was it magic stones? What did you do? Like pick up a stone and
So
lob
it
it?
literally says you touch 1 to 3 pebbles
Ah, right.
and make them magic.
And then you
and
can
then
use
you throw
them as
them.
ranged. Right. Okay, so the touch bit is you have to pick up little bits of shit off the floor. Then you make the magic, and then you can use them as just throwing weapons, but if you threw it at the one right by you, you get disadvantage anyway because you're in melee combat.
Okay.
You can prep the stones now, like you can throw them at the ones further back.
I was gonna say you can use it to just.
If you just make a quick perception check, just to see if there are 3 pebbles.
This is not doing
Perception is
shit
plus
today.
1.
Was it 6?
Okay, so you do definitely find a rock.
Woo!
But at the moment, there's only the one where you are in the field, because most of them have been like ploughed or tilled out to it, so things can grow. But there's definitely a rock that you can yeet.
Okay. In which case, I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna throw it at.
Okay, number 2. Okay, so you've imbued it with magic.
So this is my
Get ready
cantrip,
to
so I can
throw.
just do anything, right? That's.
Yeah, basically
I can just do it at any time.
yeah.
Basically.
So if you make
So-
an attack roll for it, and your spell cast in like attack modifier, it'll be under the spell section at the top. It'll say it like.
It's the. It's for,
Okay.
So would you get +1 to it? So
for the hit.
yeah,
The
yeah.
hit. 23.
Ooh.
Hits. it's a accurate yeet. It's more of a Kobe.
3 damage.
3 damage. Okay, nice. Oh shit, I doubled up the wrong number. So it was number 2 you shot at, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so you managed to ping him right in the centre of like his burlap face, and because it's magically imbued, it seems to do like the full damage to him. So now is skeleton. Jesus Christ, Scarecrow 3's turn. So if you want to hop him along 10 feet,
So is my lightning still going?
it's ready to go.
So I just
So
basically just
where
go.
do you want to put in?
Actually, moving 15 feet forward.
Okay.
Yeah, he he's been roided up with speed because he's full of lightning, and the fact that they can move 30 feet. I've just been like doubling them towards you. So he's going to attempt to scare Thea. So I need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Ooh, 6.
I love these D10s. Ooh, you are frightened of him. So you can't move closer towards him, and you have disadvantage while he's in your view.
You are frightened.
He did you a frightened.
Beep.
It's like, do you know when that scarecrow was like coming up to my face, and I was like, I like literally turned round. And I was like,
This is worse.
Okay, so now his fires go anyway.
okay, so how does this work? 'Cause
How do this work?
how do I do the thing? Okay. I am going. Can I attack him though, even though I'm afraid?
Yeah. It's just you're gonna get a disadvantage because he's in your line of sight. You can. There's nothing between you. You're just in an open field with a guy that scares the shit out of you now.
Can I just go back through the bush so I can't see it?
Run away! It's fair.
We're not running away. We're advancing in the opposite direction.
Advancing towards the town.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hit number 2
Okay.
because he hasn't had that much damage, if I can recall.
It's got 9 damage at the moment, I think.
Yeah. Whereas you just like sucked him 17. So.
Socked him. Right in a kisser.
But I'm gonna use my cantrip, Firebolt.
Okay.
So I'll roll with disadvantage, will I?
Mhm.
13
13.
with disadvantage.
Whew. Yeah, hits.
Okay.
This could be very good. Oh my god, these D10s are like mesmerizing because they got such a point on them. You can like hold it and then it's like a perfect spin. Oh, slash. How much damage?
8.
8.
Yeah.
Scarecrow 2.
Oof!
Mhm.
That was impressive. You've like basically following Erlet's lead. Picked up a little fireball in your hand. Firebolt, not fireball. I need to stop doing that. Fireball! Boom! It just nukes the town. Shit.
Sorry!
Yeah, you've formulated this little bit of flame in your hand, and you've just done this very elegant, just like a flick, and it's gone hurtling towards it, hit it square in the bag face, set its head entirely on fire. It's thrashing around and writhing, and it just drops to the floor. It's dead.
Just like that.
He's goners, so you may as well take him
Reed's
out.
like that.
You did!
It was super effective.
Okay.
Right, so is that your turn?
Let him dead.
Yeah, because it says. Yeah, one action.
Yeah, okay. It now goes up to Scarecrow 1, because you could hear Aerolith in the background going, I appear to be stuck again. Hold on. It's just this like horrible noise, and he goes, oh shit, I've lost a boot. Hold on, I look for and he goes, I've fallen over now. There's mud everywhere. Oh god.
Reed is just like still screaming, even though he's not that scared. He's just
screaming for the sake of screaming. So yeah, it now goes back to Scarecrow 1, who's gonna try and give you the all 1-2. Hits with an 18
Yep.
for. I gotta get these dice together.
I got stuff.
6 damage, slashing,
Cool.
and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw again for me, please.
Fuck off with your scary shit.
The scary boys, though. Scary boys.
That's long, they're gonna be a fight. 7.
Whoa!
7. You
Oh no,
lost-
wait, sorry.
oh,
What was it?
wisdom
Wisdom
saving throw.
saving.
I think I got 4 actually.
You're the wrong bit.
The wrong thing, and I.
Yes, the saves at the
Plus
top.
4. 10.
10. You're still terrified of him.
Fuck's sake.
He's a scary looking boy.
Ah!
And he's gonna try and hit you again. Ooh, misses with a 5. A car just went past the office for people who couldn't hear.
It's still there.
This is our life now. Like, the rest of the
wait for
stream
car.
is just filled with obscure, like,
It's so
Club
funny
band
though,
music.
because it's like that would actually happen in his head because he's like stones.
there's a scarecrow, you've just like pooped a little bit and you're like, music. There's a bard, I sense him.
Where is he? Where is he? Are you a bard? Poking the scarecrow. Come out.
Yeah, so he's standing his ground. He still wants to get you down, but those like the second attack just completely misses. His arm is kind of like broken in a way. It's the tatters of the robes or the tunic he's wearing I kind of like prevented his arm from moving properly and it's dangling limp. So now Scarecrow 2 is dead, so it's gonna go to Reed.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit Scarecrow 1 first.
Yep. Give him a biff.
I'm gonna give him a good old biffing. 19.
That hits.
8 damage. Quarterstaff.
8. Okay.
Nice.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
And then I can hit it with my.
Yep.
So that's my bonus, right?
Gimmick tear.
Nope. 9.
Nope. Misses.
Okay.
Second attack with your quarterstaff.
Do I have to use my quarterstaff now? Or can I cast my spell? Continue with my spell.
What does this say? Can you use an action or a bonus action or something? Because you've used an
Oh, it
action and a
says
bonus
bonus.
action now.
My bonus action. The only one I got is this magic stone for bonus action anyway.
I think she need to hit him again.
So I'll just hit him again.
Yeah, just give
Just
him a
biff
whack.
him again. Yep. 22.
Yeah.
5.
5 damage. Ooh. Oop, shit.
Come on, you bastard. Why are you not dead yet?
He's looking really rough. His like
I know,
the
he
bag
looks
on his
so
head is now
let's
like
go.
dangling off, and his arm is limp to the side. He's looking like he's about to fall apart at any moment.
I say he's on 40. He's on 58 damage.
Is he though?
He's
But it's like half.
'Cause you're-
because-
No, I haven't cocked it.
No, it's
I mean,
half
he's, like,
because it's
not
not.
cocked
Oh,
it,
right.
He's like changed it.
Yeah.
He's not actually like on that much damage
Yeah,
because.
because he seems resistant to
he's
your
not
regular
fire.
attacks.
Yeah.
Okay, so now is skeleton. Oh my god! If I say that one more time, Scarecrow, number 3, his
Sacked.
turn. He's gonna make a what?
He's sacked.
He's gonna make a wild charge at you.
Me?
Yeah. He's gonna close the gap between you. So put him right up.
Oh no,
put him right
wait.
up next to you.
Sorry, I didn't roll with disadvantage then because he scared me.
Oh yeah, shit. It's fine. We'll
Okay.
just try and remember. You are now. You are scared of this one.
How am I scared again? You said at the start of his turn.
Yeah, she's.
It's the end of the Scarecrow's turn. Sorry. It says, save and throw or be frightened until the end of the Scarecrow's next turn.
But I haven't done a saving throw this time. It's
No,
time.
last turn.
So
you were
it's for
frightened
2
by it.
turns, like.
Right.
So it's that turn, and then it's the until the end of this one now.
Okay.
Right. So he's gonna try and give you a good old slapping. Misses with an 8. Makes it with an 18. That's gonna be 8 slashing damage. And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw again, please.
Back off.
To see if it maintains to the next turn.
I think
He's a very scary boy.
Wait.
I am.
15.
15, yeah, you're fine. You shake it off. Up close, you're like, oh, this guy, that's scary. He's fine. But he's gonna. Oh no, wait, he did both attacks. That's his turn. So, next is Scarecrow 1, who's gonna take a kind of like death throes final swipe outwards towards
I thought that
Reed.
there's already a turn.
Oh.
Okay.
11 misses.
Misses.
Oh, such a damage.
And 21.
Hits. Rising.
That's gonna be 7 slashing damage, and I need you to make a save.
8.
Well, even with the modifier. Okay, you are scared of him still, so it's your go now.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do my cure wounds for myself.
Okay.
So it's 2d8 plus your spellcasting
Yeah.
modifier.
It's just an
Is that-
automatic thing. Like you can't fuck it up. I don't think so. Just go for it.
How do I do it though?
Just roll 2d8, and then add whatever modifier is.
Where's the modifier? Oh, there.
Plus something.
+1.
Plus something, that helps. Yeah, so 2d8 plus 1.
6.
Nice.
Nice.
6.
Nice.
There, 13 health.
13. Okay, so add my
Very
health.
beefy. And now,
You split yourself.
have you got anything to do for a bonus action?
My magic stones.
Okay, so make another perception check to see if there's any around.
Motherfucker. 10.
You managed to spot one more stone. You missed the last time. It's kind of like as the scapegoats moved, just like kicked another one. So there's another little pebble by you.
Okay.
So yeet away.
Okay.
Because you're gonna get disadvantage on either of them because you're scared. Wait, actually, do you get disadvantage on one that you're not scared of? Frightened. Oh yeah, while the source is within line of sight.
Okay,
So
that's fine. So
it
what
doesn't
I'll
matter
do
which
is
one.
I'm just going to attack the one by me because
Yeah.
he's nearly dead.
Just chuck it right in his mouth.
Yeah.
Like,
Fuck you, mate.
choke on this, bitch.
10.
Misses.
Bastard.
Was that with a to hit? Well,
That's the 6, isn't it?
16.
No, this one.
Oh yeah. You were showing me 16. I was
Sorry.
like, Cass, that's not a 0.
That is not
Okay.
a 0. And I got 4 to
Okay,
hit.
so
So
myths. So now we go
Bastard.
to Scarecrow 3. Who's gonna thrive it fair?
To look fair, I imagine.
Misses with a 9. And misses with another 9.
How was Scarecrow 3 attacking me again? I haven't attacked anyone.
You did.
No, I didn't. The last thing I done was the firebolt.
Wait, what?
The last thing I
Shit,
did
did I
was
miss
the
you?
firebolt, didn't it? Yes!
Oh, whoops. Alright, okay. You get a double turn then. You fucked up both of his attacks and completely missed you.
I think, anyway.
I'm sure.
I don't know.
Because I just said to you, didn't I? I feel like I haven't...
Oh, okay.
Got
Yeah,
it.
sorry, that was my bad then. You just get a gobble dough. There we go, a double
Oh no,
dough.
but I feel bad now, just in case I haven't. But I'm sure I have.
Alright, then just take a double turn and then we can watch it back in the VOD. And if I'm wrong, then, double turn, fine. And
I'll
if
just
you're
take-
lying, then I will lynch you on the nearest tree. Death by hanging!
You can say don't threaten me with a good time. But,
I'll just start a witch hunt. A witch hunt. Oh my god.
alright,
Chance.
It's been a long day,
I'm
boys.
going to cast Firebolt again at number 3.
Okay, so you're going to be at disadvantage because A, you're frightened. No, you're not. But he's within your melee range. So,
Okay.
so just roll a disadvantage.
I'll try. Oh.
Roll again, just in case you're lower.
No. 8.
Soul. Myth.
Mm-hmm.
It goes wide. You manage to you're going to go blast his arm off and you just moves his arm and he just goes sailing off into the distance. Like, in Oblivion or something
What,
where
his
you...
arm?
No, the spell. Like, in a game where you launch a spell to see how far it goes before it de-renders,
Okay.
it's just going off and you're just
I
watching
missed
it.
again. Okay, carry on.
I'm really rubbing in the fact that you missed your option. No, I'm joking. Right, have you got any bonus actions?
No.
Okay. In the back of the field again, you can just hear more random squelching. Goes, I think I found my boot.
Oh,
No,
do you know
no,
what?
no,
I'm
no.
going to finish Eris.
I don't know what this is. Oh, this is my boot. It's just covered in mud. Hold on. You can just hear more squelching, and you can hear slowly waddling up to the
Can
edge.
you cast a spell from where you are?
I can't really see. I'm in a ditch.
Fuck your wellies.
What's a welly?
Do we not know wellies in this world?
I know, because they were named after Wellington, who doesn't exist. Oh, it doesn't exist. Rubber doesn't exist.
Fuck your muddy shoes.
They're just boots.
Muddy shoes!
Muddy shoes. They're just muddied boots at the moment.
Well, fuck 'em!
Fuck 'em up. Fuck 'em up.
It sounded like you said fuck her butt.
It did, so you definitely
Fuck
did.
'em. Fuck 'em butt.
Okay,
Sorry,
so can you do anything that would be of help?
Well, not until I'm out of this bloody ditch.
Useless bastard.
He's stuck down. Do you know where you fell down in the little like stream? He's in there now.
Just like a wallowing.
Help!
Help me.
Oh, I'm so
I
nice.
swear there's a lizard in the freaking light. What the fuck is that? I am actually tripping now.
I can't see now.
Oh,
You're channeling the inner druid. Right. So up to Scarecrow 1. Oh my god, stop saying
come on, you
skeleton.
piece of shit.
Misses with a 6.
Yeah, I thought so.
And what's that? 10. Oh my god,
Misses.
they're really bad these last few rounds. They're just like wildly thrashing out and like just not connecting with anything. This gentle like onto your armor, but there's no actual.
That, so.
Yeah.
Okay. My go?
Yep.
What's
Just
that
lightning
is?
bolt the bastard.
Ha!
Hmm?
You won't die. Okay, so 24.
That
No.
hits.
Yeah, 24.
20 anything hits.
24. 5 damage.
Nice. You what was that with your quad staff?
Yeah, but oh wait, I'm fucking still scared now.
Yes. What was that?
That's a 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
Plus.
15.
Yep.
So still hits
Still lands
anyway.
it. Yeah. So.
So it's 5
Yeah.
damage.
Still do the damage. So you just give him one large like crack in the side of the head, and he just like falls apart down with it.
Okay,
He's
so
just slumped
he's
to
1
the floor. Yeah. So he's gone. Number 1 gone, Jess. You can take him off the field.
Dead 2. Dead
He
1.
doesn't just disappear, does he?
Oh no, I know, but I'm saying that like just so you don't get confused and think he's alive. He did.
Okay, so I
If
hit
it was a
him.
mini, I'd just lie it down. But
I hit him with my quarterstaff.
yeah. So you have another attack action. So all you can do is close the gap to number 3 and give him a good
Oh,
old
or
biff.
can I just throw my ice knife at him?
Oh, is it an action or a bonus?
It's an action.
Then new.
So I can close the gap and
Yeah.
then hit him.
Then you hit him. Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
Whack. Well,
And
slice
then-
because you can use a bonus action to slice him.
So my scimitar first. 19.
Yep.
I'm not scared anymore, am I?
No, because he's dead. The one that scared you is
19 to hit.
no longer in your view. Plus, if we turned your back on him anyway, you would have been
5 damage.
5 damage. Okay. There we go. And
And I can biff him
your
again.
second hit.
Oh yeah. 24. No, 25.
5. Yeah, that hits. Like I said, 20 anything is a good old whack.
8 damage.
Nice.
This is like the quarterstaff of dreams. You just finished dropping one, you take a running slash of the second one and slash down with both hands, and you manage to completely whiff with the scimitar, but crack him right in the top of the head, and the bag just kind of like implodes, and all the hay comes like shooting out the bottom, like as if he's just like shit himself to death. He just slumps over, and then as he slumps and hits the floor, you can see Aerolith pop over the bush, and he's like, "I'm ready."
Never mind.
Oh, you got them.
They're gone.
Good. What were they exactly?
I am really angry at you right now.
Okay, is it cool if we take a break there? Just
You need a whiz, don't
Do you
you?
need a wee
really,
wee?
really badly.
Need a wee wee.
Should we carry on?
We're gonna take a quick break.
Also,
then.
I need a wee, so otherwise I would have been like,
I'd be
We
dancing
will be
as
back
well.
in a boogie 5 minutes, which
Boo.
is anywhere between a boogie mustache 5 minutes is anywhere between 2 and 15.
I thought you were making a dad joke.
No, it's not a pun. It's just at boogie mustache we can't count.
ha! Woo!
Or we take the mic and 5 minutes becomes 10. We will be right back.
BRB!
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, the volume's a bit loud.
Oh, volume is loud.
There we go.
Ooh,
Okay,
soft.
so welcome back.
Hi.
We'll resume with you standing over 3 big bags of hay with a very muddied wizard standing behind a hedge. You killed them then? We killed them. I suppose I helped a little bit before getting stuck in a ditch.
You said ghosts.
Well, I never specifically thought they were ghosts, only that's what was reported by the locals. I suppose you could look at them as ghosts because it's like they're possessed in a way, if you get me. But
Possessed again.
I never specified just ghosts, so
I mean, that's what you said to
However,
us.
but
But
yes.
yes.
I was just reporting what was told to me.
First it's a library, then it's possibly a library, then it's ghost, then it's possibly a ghost. I can't go.
Who said anything about libraries? We were in a library,
Possibly.
but we were anyway. The thing is, these things don't normally just come about as they are. Something is causing these scarecrows to
Where's Eventide?
eventide.
Eventide. Even.
He,
Aha.
he just points up and he's like flying around in circles. I doubt it's the bird because these problems were reported
You
before
didn't hear that?
even. I did.
Whoa, he's inside your head.
No, it's just A,
Whoa.
you're louder than that you think you are, and B, magically enhanced
microphoned.
senses. So you know,
Magic hand senses.
magically enhanced senses. I
would
can
like-
sense this
What
magic.
she said?
I would like to see this magic hand.
Jesus. And he casts Mage Hand, and there's just like this weird ethereal hand just kind of floating there. He's like, is that what you meant?
No, darling.
You can see that, right?
Put your magic hand away.
You can see that.
I can't see that, yes.
3 hands. 3 hands.
He just like, no, this like magical hand floats towards you,
Lucky for you,
And
I've
just,
got
like,
3 tits.
caresses your chin, and then disappears.
He's
Oh.
literally just gonna just fall backwards.
Into
Like,
the
no.
mud.
Just lay there, no.
Clunks into another pebble that you missed earlier.
This is, I need to rest, I'm tired. So he's just gonna be like, I need to sleep. I need
Well-
to sleep it off.
How's about we go back to the town and we talk to the locals and see if they've seen anything else weird, because this wouldn't just happen on its own. Like there needs to be something more causing these possessions then. So we'll go back to the town. You can have an hour or two to catch your breath, and then we will head out and find the source of this problem. Sound good?
Okay.
Okay, so follow me, and he just takes a step back and falls back into the ditch, and he just disappears under the hedge. You can hear him just go, "Ow, shit! Ah, God!"
I'm gonna like attempt to just pick him up.
You vault the hedge.
Yeah.
Right, make a strength check.
Literally just attempt to pick him up, just like for fuck's sake.
Yeah, her phone
So
is now
guys,
over there.
my phone is over here.
In the distance.
16.
16? Yeah, you just like hoist him up. It'll just like fireman.
Just that enough, just like,
You're
okay,
but
please
no,
go.
not even fireman. Like John Cena as he's about to do the FU carry, just like over the top of the 2 shoulders. So you just waltz him back to the village with Fair in tow.
Mm-hmm.
And the village people kind of like meet you at the gates, or there's a few of them that kind of are intrigued by the lightning that suddenly formed and the fireball that they saw whizzing in the distance. And there's like a small child and goes, Did you get them all? Did you kill all the ghosts?
No ghosts. Scarecrows. Different.
And then like he turns to his friend and they're like muttering under their breath and like they run off like freaking out basically. There's just like these little kids that have run off. And the guards go, Scarecrows-y. We've not had any problems with scarecrows before. Although now, do we have any scarecrows left to keep the crows out of the fields?
No, but that could be why the bird's dead away. Just realised.
What bird?
Ah.
What bird? Like me there. What bird?
Never you mind. We got our secrets.
Anyway, about your business. And he kind of like clicks his heels together and stands there with his halberd again.
What the fuck is
So
that?
Aerolith like points at the library and he goes, take me over there, please.
Jesus Christ,
To,
don't
to,
want to
the,
match
to the
you.
library.
What a fucking taxi.
Well, you can't put me down. I didn't ask to be picked up, you know.
Just muddy old git.
Jesus Christ. Yes, I know I'm getting on in age now, but you don't have to remind me.
Just one
So you've
of
taken him to the library?
Yeah.
Right, so you go through the library.
I've got to bring.
You take him to the library and plonk him down. He kind of like tries to clean himself off. And Blodvin's like, "Oh, don't you traipse mud through here, please. I've just cleaned." She goes back to just reading her book. And you can see her like slowly drifting off into her book. It's like she has no interest in it.
Blodders has got the right idea. She's having a rest.
Yeah.
We need
You
a
can have a
rest.
short rest. Alright, so roll up to 5 of your class hit dice. Yours is a d8. I think yours is a d8 too, isn't it?
I don't know, how do I check?
Chook.
Chook. Click on the drop down by your portrait. Click short rest. What's it say?
Keep doing that.
1d10.
Okay, D10. So you have up to 5 D10 to roll to heal. So one shot, blow them all. Heal to full.
Use 3. 4, 5. There you go. Done.
Aerolith kind of like waves his arm, and as he does, all the dirt just completely disappears off him. He's like refastening his boots, trying to fix up the little, like there's an eyelet that one of the laces it's kind of like torn through, so he's like trying to
Do I
fix it
reset
back
my
up.
spell as well?
Was
that a long rest?
No, that's a long rest.
Okay.
So, somewhere
Have a nice
in the
cover.
nearby area, then I suppose someone is causing this.
Why the little ones? What would they? What? You have like good hearing. What was this little creatures saying?
Oh, just that they were terrified that well, they thought that, you know, sometimes things like scarecrows could come to life anyway, and they've always been afraid of the scarecrows, and now they definitely have a reason to be. So,
Ha!
yes, chances are they will never go into a field with scarecrows again. Poor little bastards.
At least you don't have to worry about them nicking your food. Did you an extra favour?
My food? Oh, as in like the ones
Crops.
grown in the field, right?
Mm.
Yeah, not specifically my food.
Not
just-
from your fridge, like. From your pantry, no.
my pantry.
Oh, fucking hell, Jess.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
People now. She's alright, everyone. She's just having a lovely time.
Graceful as always, my love. Jesus. So yes, I'm just going to nip out and talk to some of the folk while you have a little rest here, and I'll be back in a bit. So basically, while you're short resting, he's gone up and tried to like gather information, and he's come back in a bit of a like panic, and he's like, "Now, do not be alarmed when I say
Out with it.
that there may well be some sort of hag or sorceress woman, maybe a witch, in a nearby."
Are we doing this possibly shit again?
It's peasant hearsay. I don't have the exact knowledge, but nearby there is a small boggy area.
I was Hag Queen.
Hag Queen.
Hashtag Warhammer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a small boggy area nearby, there's a cave in the foothills. It's kind of more like a burrow than a cave, I suppose, because there's no actual mountains. And people have said that for years there has been a little old haggy witchy woman living there, and they've never really done anything about it, and they thought it was all hearsay and everything. However, the possessions of this sort of thing are common when the dark magics are involved. So, I say we find this hag, whoever she may be, and we send her to her gods. What say you?
When you say we,
I mean you.
yeah.
Again,
That's
maybe
really
some
so.
fire support. If you get the pun.
You interrupt on
Oh
your
my god,
head.
right, I need to clip that exact reaction to that. That was perfect. Oh shit.
Connecting to
I was
chat.
gonna say chat's just being weird again.
Chat's playing up.
But
yeah.
it seems to be working.
Well, they're
like
still
the,
going. You can
the
still-
stream is working,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Right, so,
Onwards to the hag.
yes, if you just give me 10-20 minutes, I can attempt to magically locate this place.
Go for it, Henry. Henry.
Who's Henry? Who are you thinking Henry Cavill?
That's no. She's imagining your friend back home. Yep.
Right.
She misses him.
Buns of steel and all that.
Mm.
Bounce a coin off your Witcher. Stop! Right, so
Don't mind if I do.
he spends the next 20 minutes like channeling magic. He's like muttering things under his breath and doing various hand signs and
Obladas.
what?
It's like said Obama.
She kind of like snaps out of her half sleep, but she's like, what? Do you need a buckler?
Be a doll and get us a cuppa. Waiting for this one.
That's not how it works, around here. We don't just make people drinks when they come into the library. That's not how it works.
But you're a little old lady.
Exactly. You should be making me a drink. Respected elders and all that.
Bloodwin, your life is almost over.
Get on with it. Come on, Blooders. Look, I'm gonna come down and need a fucking cup of tea.
I will not be moving from my chair. Thank you.
Intimidation check.
What a lazy bitch. I reckon she's the hag.
Burn her at the stake.
She just gets like really like offended by it and just shuffles off to a back room somewhere.
To the
Thought she
kitchen.
said she wouldn't move into a chair.
I know.
Big liar as well now.
I can hear the kettle. The teapot. On a cooking stove.
Just
What are
is
you,
that?
an appliance?
I don't know.
Sorry, I was quoting Bridesmaids earlier and now it's still in my head. What are you, an appliance? Have you seen it?
Yeah, we watched it the other week actually. It's not bad.
It was called Stove.
Fair enough.
Well, he's still doing the ritual. Blodwin's buggered off, so you can see him kind of muttering under his breath. Then after about 15, 16 or so minutes, he kind of like snaps out to her and he's like, "Shit, I know where she is. Follow me." And he just like
Are you gonna get stuck in the mud? Do I have to carry
he
you?
picks up his stuff, like his hammer, like straps to his back, and
Have you got your muddy
Just-
non-weds?
he marches on. He's completely ignoring you. He's just out the door. He's
Well,
like,
that's fucking rude.
it's almost like you know,
Should
like
we
a
leave
divining
him?
rod where you have like the stick.
Hmm.
It's kind of like that on his head. It's like it's just he's
He's gotta go
blindly
now,
like following
yeah.
the magic. He's like
Well, I
bumping
think
into
we
people and
should
things.
just leave him go ahead.
Hmm.
Considering he's just so rude and left us like this with Blodwin. Not even with Blodwin, she's fucked off.
She's not even making us a cuppa.
The crow appears and is just like, "Are you coming?"
No.
Damn near.
What did we just say?
Damn near.
Jesus.
Sorry, I've been watching Archer as well. If you couldn't- Anyway.
Yep.
Movies with
So,
Dion.
yeah, anyway, Aerolith is like bumping round into people and things, and everyone's like freaked out. They think he's possessed, and they all start like bringing out symbols of their god and running indoors and things, and he's just like wandering around blindly, just following this like sense in his mind. And
Get out of his way.
The crow is just like, "Come on then," and just like gone. He just flies weirdly quick for a crow.
Better be magies in this.
So are you following it? Okay, so he blindly wanders for half hour, 40 minutes, 50 minutes. It hits an hour.
Where's he going?
You've travelled about half an hour's distance in an hour because he's just bumping around into shit. It's now getting like very dark,
Does he need to be
but you
carried?
come across this like small boggy type area, and it starts to really smell of sulphur as you approach.
Swamp.
And
Swamp.
there's a river running. It's a very weird stretch of land because normally you wouldn't get like a river leading to the sea that goes dead through the center of like a swamp, but there's flowing water and all around it is stagnant fields that look like they've just kind of flooded in the rain, and there's like these hillocks then that have got large like open bored
What
holes.
is a hillock?
It's a small hill.
Okay.
I know what a hillock is,
so
and I'll
fucking
tell you.
angry. Like, what is a hillock?
Oh, I read a hillock.
No, but it's just your reaction
It's
of
just a little hill, like a bull and a bullock.
Why didn't you say little hill?
bullock.
Yeah, a baby bull, a bullock.
Bollock.
That's ridiculous. That is bollocks, that is.
It's not!
It is.
A baby bull is a bullock!
Bollock. Baby bull and the bollock.
Oh, Jesus Christ. He just kind of blindly wanders into this hole, and you can just see him he like trips and disappears.
Bye!
Just falling into a
Can
hole.
I do a disclaimer out of
Yeah.
the world a second? Do you know when you first made Aerolith, I was like, oh my god, he's so fucking awesome. I hate him.
No, he's just
He's really
painfully socially awkward, basically autistic.
He's more annoying than that guy in the Cave of Wonders. Not another Cave of Wonders, that's awful at him.
No, the wondrous cave of the soggy cave of fungal wonders.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was his name? Gareth. Was
No,
it
not
Gareth?
even Gareth, it was Cadwallader, the Welsh druid. Gareth and his soggy cave. No, it was Cadwallader and his soggy cave of fungal wonders.
I loved him. I'm sure Reed knows him.
Probably,
Bezies.
probably.
Probably lives
He
in
buys
it.
his mushrooms off him, like.
But genuinely felt less attracted to you. Like that.
No, but Aerolith is basically very socially inept, borderline autistic. Is very much a geek. Like he knows his stuff about magic and just kind of keeps himself to himself. Basically, the first part of his life, he just lived completely in isolation, so had no contact with anyone. So he struggled to even like.
Right. Okay. So back in the world. Aerolith, are you okay?
You could just hear quickly, hag, help.
You already like Geralt though. Fuck.
He just kind of wanders over and looks in really carefully. Like.
You look in, and this cave is like dimly lit with like a greeny blue flame on all these little candles around the cave.
Smells.
It's kind of just like if a hobbit hole hadn't had a house built in it, it was just a hole, and in it you can see Aerolith being like dragged by this crooked old creature with strangely pallid skin, and she's like cackling and dragging him by his leg, and he's like, help me,
Okay.
I'm stuck.
Can I attack it?
You can roll initiative, yes.
What's her name?
I don't know, hag.
Oi,
What's
hag!
your name?
Check use those things.
12.
The boards.
Initiative.
Actually use the narrow ones. Put 2 in a line, and then clip one of the big ones to it. One of the big ones.
I can't.
Yes, they go together like puzzles bit. Come on.
Oh.
So the cave kind of
danger.
stretches off to the left. And you can see him being dragged, and his hands kind of like, he can't form like a spell with his hands because they're like flailing because he's trying to get this woman off. It's like, she's unbelievably strong, help!
So we like here
Yeah.
then, and then if this is Aerolith, where's
Yeah,
he?
he's actually I've got Aerolith's mini in the it's in the car, shit. At, like right by the corner as he's about to disappear into it. Like
Okay.
that, yeah,
here?
yeah. And then the hag is one behind him. He's writhing and he's screaming, and she just like, what's she gonna quit with? Oh, okay. She just like pulls out this like small, well, it almost looks like a wooden spoon, and she just clunks him straight in the back of the head, and he just falls limp.
She's got a love spoon.
Give him a little love tap.
Okay.
So she's like dragging him off,
So I had
unconscious AF.
12 initiative.
Okay. I need to roll for the hair.
Oh, we're supposed to roll.
Yeah. Ooh.
But if she's engaged with him, we get a surprise attack on her.
She
From up at the
can
top.
see you coming as you crest over this little thing. She
Okay.
spots you straight
And the
away.
fact that Aerith is like, guys, so she obviously knows
Yeah.
that you're company.
Stupid
Okay, what did
woman.
you get?
I had an 18.
Okay. And then you had 12, yeah?
Yeah.
Read. Okay, so Freya gets the initiative. This hag sees her, but Freya's already ready to go.
Cool. Wait, how much is my book?
That'll be a shilling.
So I'm gonna move. Does this count as a square?
Start on that square. Everyone, like both of you,
Oh,
start
okay.
on that square.
5, 10, 15, 20. I'm just gonna go here.
Right.
And I'm gonna shoot it out with my bow.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Oh.
Is it cocked?
No, I moved it. It was a 5. Why can't I count? 14.
Miss.
Ooh.
The arrow goes wide. She's moving,
Okay, can I try
like
again?
flailing. Yeah, go for another one.
Ooh,
Ooh, wow.
10.
10. Again, miss. It just, this time it hits her, but it kind of like just bounces off her shoulder. It just grazes over the top, doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Is that
That's
your
me.
turn?
Yeah.
Okay, so the hag, seeing you all, both of you come in, she's just going to kind of throw Aerolith to the side. So if you move him into the cave 5 feet, yeah. She's gonna make a wild dash towards you. So move her 30 feet
To me.
towards, yeah.
30, do you want to
Yeah. And she's just gonna take a swipe. She only got one attack. Yeah. That's gonna be a 12.
Miss.
No, sorry, that was a 9, not a 6. That's gonna be a 15.
Miss.
Miss. Oh,
I'm
what's my
16.
armor class?
I'm 16.
Shit, what are you wearing?
Scale armor.
Oh, as you do. Okay, cool.
Nice.
She is also going to just cast dancing lights to light up because she likes having this strange greeny blue glow, and she doesn't like the fact that there's like natural moonlight coming in because it's just cresting up over the distance now. It's getting quite dark, so she wants to be in this strange light. So she just casts these 4 balls of light
So she
around
just
you.
created a rave.
It's like, it's
Yeah,
really
hag
like,
rave.
Disco, 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 disco.
Yeah, you are tripping tits right now. There's just like these 4 balls of light swirling around the ceiling slowly.
it's
You're
like,
just like,
oh, nice.
wow. So she
Somebody
can.
please clip that face that you just made.
No, don't. No. no. So I believe that's her turn because she only does the 1 slash. Okay. That's fine then. It's going to be Reed's turn.
Let's go.
Wrong person. Just run, punch Faye in the face.
20.
You're tripping so hard, like.
Yeah.
Hag! Bang! That's me, Reed! Stop!
Okay. So,
Because you get +1 to
first.
hit as well because you're flanking. I give +1 instead of advantage for those questioning it. What did you roll?
2.
2. Ooh, it could have been worse. Could have been a 1.
Could have been a 1. 9 altogether.
9. Nope, miss. Is this your bonus with your your scimitar, or is this another quarterstaff?
Scimitar.
Okay.
Can't fucking attack either.
It's got to that point where
13.
maths has gone out the window. 13. Miss.
Miss. Okay, quarterstaff again, I suppose.
Okay.
Nat 20.
Ooh, go for it, son.
So what do I do?
Roll the damage dice as normal. I've got another custom rule for this as well, guys, just before you question it. Right, go for it. 5. Okay, so that's above half the dice value, so that's going to be 10. Now add your modifier.
3, 13.
Okay, so 13 damage. That's a meaty whack. So you just like crack her right in the face and it's her in the nose, which is kind of all crooked anyway, because she, like now that you're up close, you can see that she basically could have been a little old woman a long time ago, but she's warped with some dark magic and like her teeth are all rotten and rotted and fallen.
She ugly.
She's really ugly. Her skin is like a horrible, like pale, very pale green. You can see the veins running through her, like all of her veins, but they're black. Her eyes are completely blacked over. Her hair's white and limp and just kind of mostly fallen out. It's just kind of a few strands left, and she does not smell good either. Like it's quite repugnant. So yeah, just cracked her in the face and she's taken aback by her a bit. So is that your turn?
I believe
Yeah, I
so.
think that's everything. Freya?
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark,
Okay.
which is a bonus action.
Okay.
And then because she's in melee range, I'm going to hit her with my long sword.
Okay. So you
Short
had
swords, short swords.
you had the bow equipped. So either you can drop it and draw the both, but then you won't be able to pick up the bow unless you specify you pick it up using like an action or something.
Okay.
Or you can sheathe the bow now and pull out one sword. You can still do 2 attacks with it, you just won't get your bonus. Oh, you won't be able to bonus attack with it anyway.
I can't do a wield anyway. Like I can't.
Everyone can.
No, I can't do the. I don't get the bonus action to hit with.
Yeah, everyone does. You just don't get the bonus damage from the second sword.
Oh, one sword is fine.
Yeah. So you can kind of swap that out and pull out one ready. So I'll let you make one. Well, you can do your 2 attacks, but it's only with 1 weapon. You don't bonus attack with that one.
Okay.
But you couldn't have done anyway, so it made no difference. It's just you've got 1 sword equipped.
Okay.
What?
11.
Miss.
So can I go again?
Yep.
18.
Hit.
Okay.
Roll damage. I definitely need to sort those playlists out, don't
So I
I?
can't use my Slayer because she hasn't been injured yet.
Yes, she has.
Have I injured her?
She cracked her with a crit.
Oh, how much?
I
13
damage.
damage.
Oh, so I can use it.
Yeah.
Cool.
And the Hunter's Mark.
Yeah. So
Wait, is yeah, Hunter's Mark applies to melee as well, doesn't it?
yes.
Which is ironic because Hunter's Mark immediately sounds like a ranged weapon attack to me.
Hang on. Go check now.
No, I'm pretty
You
sure.
hit with a weapon attack.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It doesn't specify melee or ranged. So
So-
it just sounds ranged to me.
Oh wait, I've gone off my thing. Right, what was I hitting with? Oh shit. Hang on. Scratch that. I used the wrong dice. It's supposed to be 1d6 because with my sword. 5, 9. What do I do now?
Right,
No.
have you added? You need to
Right,
add the bonus.
9 was my first one.
Right, the actual hit plus this bonus here.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you need to.
1 extra d6. 3.
Okay, so that's 12.
Yeah.
And now the
1
d8
d8
for the.
damage.
The once per turn thing.
5.
5. So
17.
it's 17 damage. Oof. That's a good smack. And is that all your turn?
That's all I can do. Yeah.
Right, so you kind of like, as you bring out the sword and stow the bow, you make one attack which she just wildly like dodges. You essentially slash through her robe, if you could even call it that. It's just like tattered cloth hanging from her crooked torso at the moment. But the second one, as she dodges her leg to the right, you manage to slash right down the shin and just leave a huge gashing wound. She's not bloodied, but it is bleeding, if you get me.
Mm-hmm.
So she's gonna retaliate by taking a swing with a 21 to hit. And then...
To me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh! Ooh! That's gonna be 19 slashing damage.
Okay.
And I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Ooh, 5.
You are now poisoned until it is healed, basically.
Okay.
Which basically just means that you get disadvantage on shit. I'm pretty sure it's just disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. Yeah.
I'm going to communicate with you and tell you I need you to get out of the way on your next turn.
Okay.
Okay.
For now.
You can actually just shout that. It is your
Yeah,
turn.
exactly.
So.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm doing. I'm just like, you need to get out of the way.
Okay.
Move!
Until that point, I'm going to fucking smash her again with my...
Gonna fucking smash her!
Smash her, bitch!
Okay, the valleys really came out strong then.
Oh, hang on.
Deck the slag.
Who the fuck does she think she is?
I love this dice. Die. Chris, I'm always using your metal dice from now on. I'll fight you from.
Okay.
Or I could just buy a set of my own.
So... I'm just gonna twat the bitch. Let's go.
Twat the bitch. The Americans, twat.
Not 20.
Shut the front door. That's 2 in a row. Oh my god, go for it.
Boom. Okay, so that was 26. Now I need to 2.
On a d6, is it?
Mhm.
Okay, so because it's less than half, we round up to the half, which is 3, and then double that, so 6 plus
Plus
what?
3.
So 9
9.
damage. So she's stuck between you both and kind of freaking out. So she turns around, and as she does, you just bring the stick down straight across her nose again. This time you can clearly see it's broken. It's pissing out with blood. She is bloodied.
She's prettier now. Okay, then I'm gonna hit her with my scimitar.
Go for it. I was gonna say, if that was another nat 20, I'd make you roll a different dice because that's fucking weighted. No, miss.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna hit her with my coat stuff
Stick
again. 11.
Nope, miss. Just at this point, you can like see Erleth stick his face like around the corner and just going, "Is it going well?"
Shut up, you old fuck.
Okay.
Does Aerolus know the restoration spell? The last
Erleth pretty much knows any spell he wants.
Fucking heal me.
That's how he works.
I can heal you.
Not heal me, like get rid of the poison. Is it my go now anyway?
Yes.
Can I use my action then to disengage because I need to get out of the way?
Yes, you can.
You just fucking run away.
So,
Do you want me to tell you how far you need to run away?
oh, I can only go 30 feet.
So just get out of, like, tuck round behind her kind of thing. Go back towards the centre or the opening or down towards Erleth.
Okay, it's only a 5-foot radius, so you're alright.
20, 25, 30.
Yeah. And then
Shoot the bitch with your
I was
arrow.
gonna say you can put your sword back away and draw your bow.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. Take a shot.
Shoot the bitch, go!
How?
Hmm?
How?
How what?
I moved. I disengaged. That's my action.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah, I forgot it wasn't just a regular move.
Okay,
Yeah, okay. So because you use your action, that's your
Hag's
turn.
turn.
No, it's your... No,
Hag.
wait, yeah, it is the hag. Sorry, I read the wrong game. So she will take another slash at you, considering you just like ran off.
Didn't run off. I disengaged.
I didn't ran off. Oh, misses with an 8.
Yeah.
And it's at this point she seems to just disappear. Take the dice off the board. She has completely vanished. The fact that she took a slash at you and missed like pissed her off, and you can see her like scream, and then she just claps her hands and now it's your turn, Reed.
If I cast a spell, that's my turn over, isn't it?
Unless you have something for bonus action. Yeah.
Throwing stones.
What you can do though, you can hold an action. So you can say something like, if she reappears, I'm gonna do this. Or if something... It's basically the formula is, if this particular thing happens, I'm going to do this action. So you can just hold her and wait.
Okay.
But if you do that, you use the spell, even if she doesn't appear till like after your next turn or something.
Okay.
Like if the
I'm just gonna
criteria is not
use detect magic on her.
Okay.
Is that something I can do?
I
Because
believe
surely she's just done magic.
should do, yeah,
So
should work.
Well,
Oh yeah, it literally has a sentence in here. So you specifically can see this glow around her, and she has moved about 15 feet back up towards Aerolith.
Okay, I'll tell you that. If he's 15 feet away from
but-
me.
Yeah, you can see this like a faint. Wait, what kind of colour would it be?
click on my bow. Okay.
I can't remember the colours of the magics, but we'll just assume it's like a purpley blue. You can see a purpley blue, like outline of her essentially. There's like a shimmer. There's something that doesn't quite make sense to your eyes there.
Okay.
But that would be your action, I believe, to detect magic.
Yeah. Well, it just says that it's a first level spell.
Yeah. What's the casting time on it? Is there instant?
The duration Concentration, it says. Casting time, 1 action.
Yeah, cool. So you can keep maintaining it as long as you don't take damage.
There you go.
Alright, so
So she's there.
now is Faye's turn.
She's underneath the big orange light, mate.
So can I ask Gareth to heal me?
You can ask him.
He's not going to those 8s, he's a dick.
He's not a dick, he's just socially inept. You're bullying an autistic guy at this
I'm
point.
not bullying him.
Whoa.
So how do I do that? Do I just ask?
Why would you bully an autistic kid?
No. Do I...
Literally just ask. You're right next to him.
Yes?
Darling, please can you get rid of this poison that is within me? Please.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, I haven't
He's a
got
tough
good,
cookie to
I
crack.
haven't got good charisma.
Oh, I did
15.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I suppose. Hold on. And he starts like building this little ball of magic in his hand, and he's just like, "Give me a minute."
Okay.
1 minute later.
Not a literal minute, 'cause that'd be 10 turns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right. So what do you do with the rest of
Right.
your action?
Do you want me to roll because I've been hit with my hunter's mark?
Oh, it's concentration.
Yes.
Oh, then yes, please.
Okay, what do I do?
Just try and beat 10. That's what I'm calling concentration, because I can't find the official fucking rules for it still.
What? And I don't get +1 anything?
It's a constitution save. So what's your constitution modifier?
Aha! 11.
Cool, yeah, you maintain it for now.
Yeah.
I
Like,
still need to find the official rules for that.
Yeah.
D&D Beyond, if you're watching, take the word concentrate, or concentrating, or concentrated, and key it, like, hyperlink the shit out of it, so you can actually, see what it does and what it is, because I cannot remember the rule, and I cannot find it. It just says, make a save. It's like, yeah, of what? What's the DC?
Right, okay, so I've got my bow back.
Mm-hmm.
So I know I got...
You have a vague idea of where the hag is.
But I'm rolling with disadvantage anyway.
Yeah, so just roll with disadvantage, because Reed is giving you enough of a location.
Buddy.
So give it to her.
18.
That hits.
Cool.
Cool.
So you've just kind of done the drunken archer thing where you can, the equivalent of seeing two of you see nothing and you just like bang, just straight and the arrow just like stops in midair and then
I
turns
would have
invisible.
absolutely shit myself because you would have been shooting into me.
Oh shit, my mic fell off.
Oh yeah.
But like,
Sorry guys.
because obviously you can't see it.
Probably loud as fuck.
No one's there at the moment.
Whoops.
And then the extra d6. 3, 8 damage from the first one.
Okay.
And then if I do hit...
Now she needs to make a concentration check. She keeps it. She's still invisible. The arrow turns invisible too. It gets stuck in there. There's like a moment where it's hovering and then it goes...
But I can still see it.
You can see it. And now you can see like a faint arrow-shaped outline.
So...
Ha! Got him!
If I hit her again,
Got
I'm going to do the Slayer thing as well.
Mm-hmm. But could... Alright, I was going to say you could have done that last one.
I didn't want to do it last time.
Alright. What was that?
11.
Alright, this time, you're like, I'm just going to shoot the exact same spot again, but she's kind of like crouched and hunched over because she's in pain, and the arrow goes sailing just straight above her head and goes just out the door. Door? There's no door. Out of the big
The
hole in the
entrance.
distance, and you can just hear like a dull squelch as it hits the floor. What?
Do you not know why you wrote that?
What is it? What did you write?
11 hits.
That's not true at all.
Why do I always make up my own game?
He's taken 56 damage, and it's like, no, he's taken exactly 40, and it's like, yeah, you had 40 health, and you're like,
Yeah, like my math just goes out with.
Yeah, because that actually happened in Laura's one, wasn't it? We were
Yeah,
keeping
like
track
I was
of
like,
the
I swear
the
this
gob.
shit.
No, not the goblins.
Can I move even if I've missed?
Yeah, you can always move.
Can I move now?
Run away. Thank you.
Run away!
Oh.
Don't go too far, because Aerith is cooking up a.
Oh fuck!
Go that way.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have said it, but it was
10,
being
15,
like.
20. Yeah, but then she's not in my line of sight then. I just moved back after, it's fine.
Alright.
You
Okay,
did-
so it's the hag's turn.
She's gonna be around.
What's she gonna do? I can't remember how this spell works, so I'm gonna quickly do a D&D Beyond search.
This is my next spell.
Okay,
Ooh.
just for reference, my friend Josh Butler just sent me a video on Facebook playing toss a coin to your Witcher until someone tosses me a coin. Yeah, he's just a guy standing in the street playing violin until someone gives him money. I will not be moved. What's the name of the spell that I want to search?
Thunder. No?
Not quite.
I'm just stashing pencils in my hair.
Yeah, no.
Just shake your head, they'll come like flying out.
That's what I do when I'm in work. When I'm in work, I just put pens and stuff in my hair because it's so much easier.
Come on, D&D Beyond, please work. There we go.
Also, this has got a smiley face on it now. I drew it and it really off here my face.
I don't think anyone in the world understood what you said.
Okay.
Look at this smiley face.
So, Cass, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Nope.
Should be fine, druids should be wise.
This bastard's not a wise one, is he? Hello?
I feel like he's not intelligent, but he's wise because of the whole, like, pot smoker's attitude.
12.
12? Just makes it. There's this voice in your head, and you can just hear, "You are a pathetic excuse of a druid!" And then you're just like, okay, that's just another voice in my head.
Mother?
The hag is your mother. Cadwallader is your brother.
Yeah. What's going on?
Okay, so it was basically she cast Vicious Mockery but fucked it up. So she's angry at the fact that it didn't work, so she's going to take a wild sprint at you.
Put it on, bitch.
Pops out of invisibility as she lands right in front of you. And the first thing you see as she comes out of invisibility is this claw coming down towards you.
Okay.
Ooh, nat 20.
Ugh, fuck.
Ooh, boy.
Ah, fuck. Bring it on,
Oh,
then,
okay, the
Hagrid.
second roll was particularly shite, so that's going to be 15 slashing damage. For a crit, that's very lucky, because the first attack, if that was a crit, that would have been like nearly 30. And that will be her turn.
My turn.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Moonbeam
Ooh.
at 3rd level. I'm pissed off with this fucking witch now. So what do I need to do?
Just drag her outside and hang her from a tree just to prove a point.
So a silvery bit of pale light shines down into a 5-foot radius, 40 feet high.
Okay.
So essentially it's just all around it.
Even though, like, you kind of inside the angle of the moon, because like I said anyway, there was like some piercing through, so it just comes blasting through this like fucking hole in the cave, just really bright all of a sudden. So what was it exactly?
So
What you need to do?
I don't know. Do you want to have a look? 'Cause
Yeah.
I've never played as a druid before, everyone. So I don't know why. I always choose a different card, like a different.
Choose.
Right, she needs to make a Constitution save of 12. What'll she give it to a Constitution? Okay. Oh no, she doesn't make it.
You're gonna die.
That'll be good. She rolled a 2.
Bye.
So she has 5 in total. Takes 2d10 radiant damage. Oof.
It says 3d10 at the top.
Oh, because you're casting it. Hang on, wait a minute. Takes 2d10 radiant damage on a failed save.
And then if you're
shape
invisible.
changer makes a saving throw with disadvantage and if it reverts to the original form. Well, you said you were going to cast her on 3rd anyway, didn't you? So No, there's 2.
It
That's
did-
confusing. Yeah, it does.
You
At
see
the
it
top it
says
says
3d10.
3d10.
Yeah.
But then if you read at the bottom, it says that you get an extra d10.
Oh wait, no, it's because you highlighted it as 3D as 3rd level here. So for every level 3rd and above, you get an extra one. But because you clicked it on the 3rd level, it's accounting for it. It normally would be 2.
But
If
it's
you cast your
3.
second, because you cast
So
at a higher
it's
level,
3
it goes
then.
on.
So I get
Yeah,
3.
that just confused the shit out of me. I was like, wait, but then it would go up to like
Do I have to
40
roll to
times.
hit first though?
No, she
This
failed the
is a
save.
spell.
No,
Alright,
she failed
okay.
the save. So yeah.
So, what am I doing?
Roll 3d10.
I don't even know what a fucking d10 is. This
It's
one.
the spinning top
It's-
one. Yeah.
Okay. 3. Come on. Fuck, come on. Fuckers. That's better.
So what's that in total?
9, 10, 11.
11.
Yeah.
Oof. So this bright beam of moonlight comes in and just blasts through her. It goes through you, but you're completely fine. You're just like, I'm Watson. I'm golden. And it just comes like she can. The only thing she can see is kind of like a Jesus T-posing silhouette as this bright light just goes blasts through us. But she is still on her feet, but she's like staggering around, going like, "Oh God!"
Yeah. Okay, so,
So-
I used my moonbeam.
Yeah,
Can I do anything else?
that's your action. You can do a
throw
bonus
your
action.
Can I use my rocks?
With disadvantage, yeah. So first of all, make a perception check. There should be a few, because you know.
4.
But did you roll with disadvantage then?
Yeah.
I rolled twice, and I had 3 on one, 4 on the other, and then
Why
roll.
disadvantage?
I thought you said to roll. Oh, that was just for your stones.
Oh yeah, no, to throw the rocks. Sorry,
Oh.
you need to find them first. Make a
Well,
perception
I
check.
pressed 3. I did
Okay,
4.
3. 4. Well, you find a rock. You are in like a
I
underground.
pressed 4. What am I doing? I pressed 4.
Beep.
This
Nothing
one.
happened. The microwave started going. Right, so you do find a rock, so you can throw that with disadvantage.
Let's go, bitch. I don't think she's got much left, so let's hopefully fucking hit
Just
her.
stick it in her eye socket, like
Mm.
you don't even throw it. You just jab it into it.
One.
That
So I've
was
got to roll to hit first, haven't I?
Yeah.
14 misses.
Plus it would be with disadvantage, so that's your lowest. What was that? Was that a 1?
17.
Ah, okay, that's unfortunate. Well, even with your did you roll a 14 or did you roll
No, it was 14 with.
Ah, with the modifier, right. Oof. So you kind of pick up this rock, magically imbue it, and just go. Or like, you know when like you kind of let it go too early and it goes completely the wrong way, or like when you go bowling and you let it go too early and it.
I feel like I've
Just
gone
like-
and like
Oh.
the lights have distracted me again. So.
Wow.
Okay,
Right, so
that's all I can
that was
do
a
with
miss.
stars. But
Okay.
I did it do with a big moonbeam.
So now it's Faye's turn.
Eridas.
Hang on, I was gonna say, as you start your turn, he goes here, and he just goes and blasts this like, it's kind of a whitey golden energy. It kind of swaps in and out, hits you in the chest, pulses through you, and this horrendous black liquid comes out of the tips of each and every one of your fingers, coalesces into a ball, and just shoots upwards at the ceiling and splatters. He's like, was that what you wanted?
I don't know. Was it?
You're not poisoned anymore. So.
Cool. So I didn't get damage that turn. So do I still need to make a Constitution roll?
No. You only take the concentration check if you get dinged.
What's the difference between a cantrip, or why does it say at will next to it?
Cantrip
That
means you
means
can
you
do it as many times
yeah.
as you want, whereas a
Okay.
spell means you have to.
I have
one
to
of
take it
these
up my
slots.
spell things. Right?
Plus, casting time at will just means basically whenever the fuck you want to do it, it's like, boom! Whereas some cantrips will specify, like, it'll take 10 minutes to do, or
Okay.
blah blah blah. But yeah, cantrips you just do as and when with no penalty to spell slots.
Okay.
So, Freya, what are you doing, love?
I'm gonna move back in there just so I can see it.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna shoot the bow.
Okay. Make a roll. Was that a 1?
No.
That was a 1! I fucking saw it! Don't try and hide it! Roll again!
Okay. 3.
Oh fuck!
Roll damage.
You hit me.
That's gonna hit me. Gee. 1.
And the modifier.
5.
5. Okay, so you loose the arrow, it goes sailing through, and at last second, it like the hag lunges towards Reed, and as she drops, it goes straight over her head and pelts Reed right in the chest.
I'm sorry, Reed.
Are you gonna take another shot? I like how you tried to hide the fucking one as well.
No, I was gonna tell you.
Yeah. You're gonna be like, no, that was a 6.
No, I wouldn't.
I want someone to clip a reaction to it.
What?
Just you rolling and going.
No, but
Nothing.
No, but natural
You're gonna
one.
say it.
It confuses me because if you get a nat 1, you don't add your hit.
No,
It's
it
just
might-
a 1.
Yeah, a 1 always
That's what I was
fails.
confused
The
on.
main
So I was
rules is a
like, do
1
I add
always
it?
fails. That's where the rules is written. But my rules are something funny happens.
Right, okay.
And considering you roll so low as well, that was definitely pinging into Reed.
I knew that was coming
A
on
1
that.
and a 3, yeah.
Nope.
At least it wasn't you. What was it? You hit my barbarian for like 14 damage.
14.
14 to hit. Missed. Okay, so
Hag.
the hag is gonna.
Is he just gonna fucking sit there?
He's kind of like. Well, he did just get like clubbed across the head with what appeared to be a very large spoon. So
Oh,
Look,
get
mate,
over
you've just been
yourself.
spooned, like.
he's a little old man now.
Get over your fucking self.
Right, go home, push your granddad over, beat him in the head with a stick, and then see how he feels.
You really think I could push my grandfather over?
No. Okay, find a
You're a
random
big
old
man.
man on the street, push him to the ground, and then batter him with a stick.
Eric, every old man I see, I want to cuddle.
Exactly. Well, this is an old man
With a
too.
spoon.
He's been around a very,
I
very long
offered to cuddle
time.
him very tightly. He told me no.
He's not into rangers. They're into him. All three rangers she's played that she's met Aerolith with, she's basically just wanted to like choke
Get
on
it
his
on.
wizard's wand.
Get it on.
Yeah. But
I need to
Okay.
say something horrible then. I'm glad I didn't say it. Carry on. I'll tell you later.
off camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just off
Just not
camera.
on camera.
Okay. So the hag,
Write it down before you forget.
feeling like this is kind of one of her last moments on this planet, in this realm, she's going to wildly lash at you first, Reed, and get a fucking nat 1, followed by a 2. She just goes to like slash at you, and her hand just gets stuck in the wall, and she's now just kind of like, uh-oh. Just
Hi.
hi. Yeah, she's wedged in the wall.
Hi there.
That
turn?
ends her turn. Yeah, so
I'll
Reed,
fucking smash over my Let's go.
just cast the biggest, nastiest spell right into her guts.
See, that's what I'm thinking, but I'm also thinking, do I just smack the bitch with my quarterstaff because I get more attacks and it's like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to
Go
tell my
for it.
quarterstaff.
Bludgeon her to death.
17.
Just hits.
Oof.
Oof.
I'm wondering if your armor class is.
I reckon it's 16.
Yes, mine's like mine.
Okay. And then this. Oh. 9.
Ooh.
Start.
Biffy.
9 damage. Then I'm gonna do my bonus action with my scimitar. 18 on the dice, so I know I
Yep.
hit it. 5 damage,
Nice.
and then do it
Last
again.
hit.
My quarterstaff. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm so shit at counting. 13. That
Okay.
misses.
So, you bring the staff, and God, this keeps like spazzing out. You bring the staff and the scimitar up. You bring them down. The scimitar is the side that her arm's stuck in the wall. You chop the arm completely off. Bash her so hard in the head that you can literally see her skull cave in the center, and she just drops to the floor and bleeds out completely dead.
Is
Just
she dead?
minced.
whoop, 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 whoop.
Aerith kind of
Yay.
like pokes his face round of the corner, sees that she's dead. He's just like, "Good job." Ugh.
I was gonna
He's
say,
like
I
rubbing
think
his
one
head.
more hit would have like knocked me out.
Yeah, I was 18, so.
Oh, okay, maybe 2 more hits.
He like pulls himself up on the side, and he goes, "Quickly, gather around." And he just goes, he kind of like puts his hands together, does some weird fucking like this bullshit, some Doctor Strange kind of hand gestures, and there's this glow that appears at his feet spreads up around you and like blasts up to the ceiling, and there's just this big. You're now in a big golden cylinder, and you just heal to full.
Nice.
He's like,
I thought we were going to go up in like a glass thing then. Like really
glass
up
elevator.
there.
Yeah, but what's he say? We're not going to break through or something? Like when he looks up and he sees the glass ceiling.
Yeah.
I'm like, we'll be shredded to pieces.
Isn't that the bit that's when they like go in the fart machine? Do you know which bit I'm on about? And they're like farting and they keep going up and then there's like a big fan.
Oh yeah.
And they
yeah,
can't
yeah.
like get back down.
Yeah, the fart machine. Don't they just like inflate?
Yeah,
Wasn't it
like they
no,
go
they
up
just,
and
like,
then they
bubbles,
yes,
isn't it?
bubbles.
yeah, and then they
Yeah,
fart
it's
to
just
get
hiccuping or
down.
something.
Don't they drink
Yeah,
that?
they
Don't they
burps.
drink that?
No,
Like,
they burp to get
they
out.
drink that.
Yeah.
Don't they drink like? They drink
Yeah,
something,
something
don't they?
like that.
And it makes them
But
like,
no, it's not
interesting.
quite. It's not quite the glass elevator or the big funnel, whatever. It's just there's a big beam of golden light, and you suddenly feel very healthy, and the wounds on your skin where you've been slashed have all just like healed over, and the last remaining bits of like black in the fingertips, which was like the remainders of the poison, as kind of like fades up and out, and just kind of looks like smoke
Falls
coming off the tip of
away.
your hands.
Is there anything in the cave we can nick?
Make an investigation check.
19.
Nice.
There is a very large pile of spoons
Mm.
of all different varieties. You can identify some silver and gold spoons among them that you could easily sell for profit.
Mm.
There are lots of bones of small creatures. There's definitely a small, like, maybe a halfling skeleton in here too. She's 100% boiled and eaten halfling broth.
Nice.
There are some various vials and like flasks of God knows what colour liquids that you can just pilfer and attempt to identify. And there's like a small book that Aerolith goes over to and goes, I think I'd best keep this one safe and dispose of it correctly, for I think this is the exact set of incantations she used to animate the scarecrows. And he picks up the book and you can see that it's got like all this horrendous circular swirling.
No. Eventide, get
tattoo.
hold of that. I'm wearing shit.
I assure you, Eventide can't read. He's a crow.
He's a fucking demon.
It's true.
Yes, but he has a crow's brain.
Crow brain.
Crow brain.
Well, no, he clearly doesn't. That's not how he works.
Has a demon brain.
I don't know how. Look,
Crow body.
this is some dark magic, and I think I'd better probably, first of all, make sure that there are
I
no
feel like you're into
long-lasting.
dark magic.
I need to make sure there are no long-lasting spell effects that are happening as we speak. I need to make sure that, the fact we've killed her doesn't mean any more scarecrows or ghosts are going to animate. I've got a really stuffy nose, I don't. Can you hear it, like, blocking up? If there are, I can undo them, fine, and then I will destroy this book, because this is some next level outer being magic. Look, and he just, like, holds up the book, and on the front...
Convince me, make a persuasion check.
Just make an insight check. Make an insight check. He holds up the front of the book to show you, and this leather on the front is clearly made from human skin, or elf skin, or just like humanoid. And it's very bloodied in the corners, and on the front are carvings of all these like swirls and spirals, and there's like, it looks like a pentagram-ish, but it's tilted off to the side slightly.
And 10.
Actually, I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this little star. Hang on. I don't know if you can see that, but it's the astral sign. It's that on the front, and there are various like tentacles and God knows what. And he's like, this is some very, very dark magic that will be destroyed. I just need to make sure that she hasn't opened a portal to some sort of outer realm that we don't know about. So yes, I, as age-old wizard, I actually don't even know how old I am, who's practiced magic for probably hundreds of years now.
Stolen.
I'm not stalking. I'm explaining to you why. Have you made an insight check, by the way?
Yes, I just said I had 10.
10. All right. Yeah. You think that he's so awkward in this situation that he physically can't lie to you. Like, he seems very legit in what he's saying. He's just so awkward that it makes it feel like a lie.
If you're lying, I'm gonna come back and eat your bird.
You can eat. anything you want.
Oh wow.
No.
Sexual advances.
No.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
First of all, I don't go for druids.
I see why you like turned me down now.
No.
It's because you bat for the other team.
No.
Same side.
I don't. No, I'm very much.
Butt sex.
Oh.
Fucking hell. No, it's not that at all. It's just I have no time for affection and
Can't get it up.
the niceties of humanity. And like I said, I could probably just do it with magic anyway.
Just put it in.
Mage hand has been in some weird places. But yes, I believe we should return to the town. You should probably gather your reward. This is reward enough for me to stop dark magics. So.
Any
yes.
mushrooms in the cave?
Make an investigation check.
19.
You go right to the opposite end of the cave. You kind of dig through some of the big piles of spoons, and 100% there is a small black mushroom that looks like a crown.
Is it gonna kill me?
Make a nature check. See if the druid knows.
The druid does not know. 6.
6. You don't think it's gonna kill him anyway. It seems
Fair
similar.
enough.
Yes.
It's gonna kill me or what?
What, the fungus?
Yeah.
I'm not particularly versed in fungus. I know a man with a cave who might know. I'll take it to him.
You try and buy it though.
His name's Gareth.
His name's Gareth.
No.
Cadwallader Gareth.
Gareth Cadwallader Evans.
Yeah.
The most Welsh name of the fucking world. Yes. Funny enough, I'm heading down to that part of the world anyway, so I could take it to him.
What would I get back?
Bring
it back to me.
He pulls up a platinum piece and he goes, "What will this do?"
Yep.
Awesome. And he just kind of uses mage hand to pluck it and just drop it into his satchel. So yes, back to the town, is it?
Yes.
Okay. Follow me. And he just does this swirling with his hand, and there's a swirling portal that opens in the wall.
Whoa. So you're telling me we walked about an hour and a half to get to this cave, and you could do your teleporty shit?
Why did you just go so Welsh?
I don't know.
Oi, back! No, the thing is, I couldn't lock on to where... No, I've never been here before. I didn't know where we were going. I was afraid that if I attempted to lock on to a source of magic that I was trying to follow, that we'd be lost to the void forever. So, but better to walk there and teleport back, I always say.
Where's your bird?
You just... and each goes,
Bird.
I was in the sky, and you have disturbed that.
So I
do not appreciate
Could have been in the fucking cave helping.
I'm a crow. What am I meant to do? Peck her eyes out?
Yes. That's your only function.
Maybe another time. Yes. And then Aerolith just goes, there he is. Anyway, follow me. And he just hops through the portal.
Okay.
You going through after him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you just end up back in the centre of the town. He was pretty transparent with where he was going. You know, it's not one of those ones where it's follow me through my portal, and you're like, oh, it's safe, and then you're in hell. You're just in the middle of this town, which is near enough to. And the small man that you met earlier kind of sees that there's a bright glowing circle in the middle of the town, and comes out, and he's in traditional, like a little bed hat that's flopped off to the side. He's in little silk pajamas with stripes going down them, and he's got a candle. What the bloody hell? I can't remember who spoke. Oh, back already, are you? That was efficient. So, what was it? Ghosts?
Hag.
Hag?
Sorcerer.
Probably your wife.
Bloody foul magics, ruining our god's name.
Thought you were going to be like Bloody Debbie or Bloody Deb.
Debbie. Yeah, Laura's character from last week, Debbie, married the Dragonborn. Right. Come see me in the morning and we can discuss your reward. Yes? It's very late. I want to go to bed.
Okay.
I shall see you bright and early.
I thought you were going to argue.
See you tomorrow. And with that, I'm pretty sure we can just end it there. You will be paid in the morning. Erelith has a book that he will make sure there's no dark voodoo bullshit going on. There's a dead hag, some dead scarecrows. People seem to be grateful the following day that you've dispatched of their like cursed beings, and there's just all these little old grumbly gits going like, I fucking knew I was right, I knew there was ghosts, and those children are like, I'm never going to see a scarecrow again, it'll be okay. And the farmers are back in the fields as usual. Life continues, you get paid, you move on. That's another mopped up
Another day.
team. Another day, another Quackman. Hey!
Well done, Ken.
Oh,
Nice.
man alive.
Well done.
It definitely didn't follow last week's formula at all. By the way,
It
guys,
felt very different.
yeah. If you guys haven't seen last week's one, it is now up on YouTube. It was uploaded yesterday, because basically this one will be uploaded next Wednesday. We stream on the Thursday, upload on the following Wednesday. It's called The Valley of Scales. I DM'd that one. That's up on YouTube at Boogie Mustache. The previous one is up to Krampusnacht, which Connor DM'd for us, which was a Christmas themed one about Krampus. That was fun. We will probably be back same time next week. 7 p.m. on Thursday.
Yeah.
So we shall see you there. Are you doing a podcast? Yeah, you are doing a podcast this week. Or maybe not.
I don't know if it's this week.
This week. There will be more podcasts.
Yes, Podcast I.
Podcast I. There's one up already, I believe.
There's one up, and there should be another one coming out on Sunday.
Okay, so keep an eye out for that. I know that, I believe Rob, me, and maybe Connor or Chris are going to be streaming Monday night. There's a stream on Sunday as well, did you say?
There may be one on Saturday, but I
Saturday,
believe possibly not, depending on situations.
Yeah, so just keep an eye out for the stream. Make
We'll
sure
put it
you
up
follow.
on Facebook.
And is there a bell to hit on Twitch? Because I know on YouTube when you subscribe you hit the bell, which you should do to be notified whenever we upload something. But also do the thing on Twitch that lets you know when we're streaming. And with that, we shall see you soon. Go follow us on
Peace
all
out.
the social medias on Boogie
All of
Mustache.
it, all of it.
Bye.
All of it.